Yo, 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 what's up, people? How we all doing today? Oh my goodness, I just realized my mic is delayed. You can't tell because we're not on that screen yet. You guys can't see my camera. But I got something to fix, don't I? We'll talk about the draft in a second. Just wanted to get this up for you guys. A little watch party action. Hello, people. Is it on YouTube as well? Yes, it is. It is also on YouTube if that's where you prefer to watch. Wow, Gak, thank you. Thank you for 40 months of subscriptions. Appreciate you. You are number 2 on the leaderboard for a reason. 101 subscriptions. Are you that old? You're an old man, Gak. Pack it up, Unk. Give me a second, guys, while I resolve one little thing. My audio is a little bit delayed. It's like I said, you can't tell right now, but it most certainly is. Let's see. Sorry, folks. Got to manage my audio device right now. We're going to see if this destroys my computer when I do it. Are you ready? This is my favorite part. We're going to go to Properties, Advanced, and let's see what happens. I think we're good, actually. Minor delay. Yo, what's good, emoji shrug? You'll be back later? All right, cool. Well, hopefully the game's go on long enough. Looks like our draft is finished also. It's Fababi versus Vatic. I said those correctly, didn't I? Y'all like that logo for F.A. Bobby? That is Schwaggy's work, if you know Schwaggy XO. It is his hard work. Okay, are we able to hear game audio? I can't exactly tell. You guys tell me if it's too loud or not. Because I might have made an oopsie. I don't even know if you can hear it, in fact. Let's work on this. Audio. Audio what? Is it loud enough? Can you not hear it? What's going on? It's Vatic. Well, I know that. I'm messing with people. You think no game audio. Very interesting. Okay. Let me see what I can do about that. Settings, audio. I know what I need to do. We're going to add my desktop audio as an audio source. Yeah, I know what to do. W production, no audio. What do you mean production? It's a watch party. Calm down. I'm streaming this for fun. But yes, let me figure out how to do this. I'm just going to let the stream go. You guys can watch the games while I figure this out. This was on a whim, everyone, that I decided to stream this. Let's see. Control audio via OBS. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, shoot. Everyone, I did not know it was going to do that, so sorry about that. That's a little weird. Oh, we're just on a static screen. Okay, it's not frozen. Very strange. I'm going to set this to monitor and output. And then I should be able to hear it just as well as you guys. And I figure, oh, actually, the volume is probably quite nice, isn't it? It's cool. I wish I could watch this with sound on. Well, Master, You are, not that I would ever call, I'm never calling you that again. Your wish has been granted. Yeah, what do we think, guys? We finally have audio. Well, everyone, welcome to the Watch Party. This is not the main broadcast. It's not an official broadcast. The main one, I believe, is on Nako's channel. It might also be on Nears' channel. I know those two are streaming it. And Gak, where are you to answer our questions? Genie set. Is it because I granted your wish? Not because I'm toxic. You're here? Okay, Gak. So explain, which broadcast is the main one? It's 1 a.m. Why are you live? Says Skill BS, not realizing that it's not 1 a.m. where I live. Nako TV on YouTube. Gotcha. Okay. No, it is not 1 a.m. for me. I live in North America. It is not 1 a.m. for me. Nako TV on YouTube. If you want to watch the main broadcast, it's in Spanish. You can find it there, Nako TV on YouTube.
It's 5:40 a.m. Where are you live?
Indian spotted. Anytime something's off by 30 minutes, I'm like, I know what you are. I know what region of the world you're from. Actually, are there other places in the world? Oh my goodness. And that was quite risky. And only, oh, that was nasty there from Ducky. Indian spotted. I know you're up past your bedtime, bro. 2 a.m. in Egypt. Holy smokes. I didn't realize I had such an international audience. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Oh my gosh, did they really thieve all the gems? Was it so necessary? That'll be 10 gems for Bobby, though. Okay, right on the dot is Livy. Where are you? Patchy with the kill. One more for Ducky is good enough. But they need a kill. Got to get Sans or Bobby. If Bilal can stay close enough, he may be able to get a super. Man, it's just not happening. Unfortunate. It is set one for Bobby. Actually, how would I feel if someone were not calling me by my name? I'm going to call him F.A. Bobby. I can't be coming up with cute nicknames for them. That is disrespectful. Shame on me. Oh, you know what? And I'm going to get the camera operational. And then you guys are going to be like, what? Where are you? Just wait for it. It is exactly how you're going to react when you see where I am. Oh my goodness. And I look so nice here as well. Okay. No, actually, I suddenly can't wait for you guys to see the cam. Because I look wonderful in here. The lighting is so much better. Wow. Wow. Much better. Though you can see all the moving boxes in the background. Maybe I should change that. His real name? No, Depeche. That's not what his name is. How dare you say that? Very cool that we get such rich stats. So, folks, this show right here, just gonna, glaze them real quick. This is produced by Gusco. Gusco is a South American studio. They're based in Brazil, and I really like those guys. They have given me a good amount of assistance for my production. All of those brawler models come from them. The 3D renders are from those guys. So, shout out to the wonderful folks at Gusco. Also, these map fly-throughs, totally made by them. I'm, constantly impressed by how they're able to push production in third party. You want to know how they did this? They have literal 3D renders of the maps that they fly through. That's ridiculous. I wonder if we can work out a deal where I can get those fly-throughs. Anyway, we're headed to Super Beach. Why don't they get an English caster for an NA tournament? I'm assuming the budget was just budgeted for Spanish casters. NA needs a LAN event. I would love it, man. I would love it. Hey. That's what I might do this year. Okay, sorry. I just need to insert my beautiful face right here. Holy self-glaze. And say hello to you guys while, some of the draft stuff is going on. But I am now in a new place. Can you tell? I'm not in that, white padded room anymore. I'm finally out of the asylum. So, yeah, you can see a bunch of boxes. I moved into a new place. Wow, okay, you can kind of see my bed over there. Yeah, I used to have a separate room for my streaming setup. Now it's in my bedroom. But I'm now living with KJO, Z, Square, and Luffy. Yeah, it's quite the house, isn't it? Why am I not wearing a KDS jersey? I don't have one. Where am I supposed to get one? Can I do a tour around the house? Yeah, sure. We'll keep it to one room right now. This is my bedroom. And tune in next time. I might show you another angle of the bedroom. Yeah, it is an esports house, isn't it? It's not a gaming house for players anymore. No, it is a gaming house for players. We've had a bunch of guests like, okay, if you saw, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? If you go into like tenor gift search and you look up Ready Set, then you will see like the little Bruce Bear shaking around. It's on that chair. It's on that green gaming chair. Guess what? If you go back to the monthly finals and you watch Crow's Nest Esports and you look at the chair that Zemp was sitting in, same chair. You know why it's the same chair? Because it's my chair. Because he was sitting in my gaming chair. That's why Zemp was here. That's why OG was here. They were all at this house. Yeah. Do we think Square is locked in for quals? I think so. I mean, he's gotten pro on ranked and everything. He's been playing a bunch. So, okay. Enough of my face. I just wanted to show you guys, like, hello, I'm alive, and I'm in a new place. So, thanks for caring. Or not. Maybe you don't care at all. Whole of NA depends on that chair. I won a tournament in that chair in 2019. I won $2,000 in that chair. It is the chair of victors. Well, thank you. Thank you, Emoji Shrug, for caring. Thank you, Tane's GG, for caring. All of us care. I mean, not to ruin a beautiful moment, Tane's, but it sounds like mostly two people care. But I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Even one would be fine for me. Is casting done in Europe or NA? What casting? The Brawl Stars this year? Brawl Stars Championship? Make it 3. Wow. 3 people. Patchy Stew? I would love that. I wonder, though. No, it's Sans on the stew. You know why? And here's the kicker. Okay. Sorry, I got to interrupt myself and say, anytime I say or think, here's the kicker, I can only think of that stupid cat that like keeps kicking its legs. Here's the kicker. But yeah, Sans is living in Texas now. He's in and around Austin. Same for Bobby. He also moved. So actually not far from me. Very cool. Yeah, lots of people in Texas now. Great time to be in Texas. Ooh, Patchy, that was pretty slick. Sans gets to clean up. Patchy not even on the stew. Well, guess what? The days of Patchy, like, farming the West server are over. It goes to whoever has the most gliding ping. Okay, well, that was, yeah, unfortunate. Folks, that is what we call a checkmate. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Should be a goal for Bilal. Breaking down the move that just happened there, you saw as Livy popped the super onto Bobby, go for the kill. Bobby's like, okay, I'm going to go aggro, and then Ducky was ready with a hyper super. But that did actually cause a lot of utility to be expended by Vatic, so could be a win in the long run for FA Bobby. They've cycled out some utility. If Bobby gets a super, then he could at least go on to Ducky. Here comes the invincibility from is Livy on the M's. Call him M's Livy for a reason, everyone. We'll toss it over to Ducky. Back away versus Sans. He's going to break open this one wall, but all he gets is a faster rollout from spawn. I don't feel like that was very necessary. A rocket down mid on an open, unguarded goal. Gets a game for Vatic. 8 Virus gives his regards from Gusco. That's so sweet. 8 Virus is the actual GOAT. That guy has been so helpful on certain parts of my production. Guys, you, I don't know, don't mean to be too self-aggrandizing here, but you guys should be familiar that like I run all the production for like Rival Challengers League or preseason Icebreaker or most recently the Road to Brawl Cup, which is going to be happening tomorrow. At least for me, it should be happening later in the day for those of you across the pond, east of NA. But yeah, I made all that myself. And the inspiration to make an automated tool came from 8 Virus. He showed me his tool that he made, and while mine is substantially different, I do credit him with, I guess, the idea, like the foundational idea of making such a thing and realizing that, oh, you can just do this with web pages. That and his people, his team for providing me 3D models for free. Really? Oh my god! That was awesome from Patchy. Oh, you love to see it. Legacy Patchy. Super shot from middle. Here on Super Beach. Oh, that's got to be a goal right there. That's locked in. Vatic is going to equalize the score. They just had that goal in their pocket with the combo of abilities they had versus what F.A. Bobby had. Oh, yes, but they... Okay, you know those wonderful, like, beautiful 3D model animations that I have? So aside from, like, the details around it, the models and animations themselves are from Gusco. Man, just overwhelmed. Total death ball from Vatic. Not in the traditional sense where you, like, have a bunch of HP and whatever. More just that they had an overwhelming amount of utility. They just had the supers. Imps, too much. Yeah, draft diff. I agree. Anyway, I take forever just to say a single sentence, which is typical of me. Those models come from Gusco. That's like a huge production edge that they have to compete with other studios, and they just like let me have it. I, in exchange, gave them like some intel on Matcherino API work. So I guess we're even in the end, but I'm so thankful to them for that. They're great people. My regards back to 8virus, who's just been a wonderful help throughout all of this. It makes me really happy that you know, we can work together in this space where, you know, so often we would be pit against each other and would compete with each other. You know what I mean? Can we get live deer reaction emote? Dude, the live deer reaction. I do have live deer react, but it's hidden right now. Where is it? Where's my live deer reaction? It's in here somewhere. Oh, I see. It exists, but I don't have anything to point it at. We can get live Edgar cat reaction, because as you can see, that is in my background. You have the Edgar cat thing. Can I reach that from here? This cord is going to get like pushed to its limit. Hold up. I've got all kinds of things in here that you would find so bizarre. Things that you would never suspect. You got like the furry Edgar thing. Is that Edgar as a furry? I think this transcends furry and goes back to cat, actually. So it's more of Edgar as a cat. Though, I actually have another interesting prop that y'all might like. Hang on. That is the weapon of choice for the creature of the night. It is the shovel, the dash and destroy. Missing some details, obviously, because I never finished the prop. But that was made in like 2020 for Cosbrawl. How many people have I killed with this? Look. All I'm saying is, you see how healthy I am? You look at a person like me and you're like, man, that guy has high max HP. Probably, you know, farmed quite a few kills with Creepy Harvest, increased that with the Buffy. So, let's just say, yeah, I got a few. Yeah, my max HP is a little higher than you might suspect. Ego the raid. What? There was a raid? Yo, Command, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Welcome. I hope you had a wonderful stream, man. You know, what's crazy is, like, I don't know. I've been streaming so long that at this point I forget the essentials. Like, having a raid notification is one that I forget. Thank you so much, Command. Oh, you know what else it is? It's that I'm so accustomed to, like, running my own broadcast now where, you know, it doesn't make sense to have notifications. Love my casting. Thanks, Command. Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy some yapping if you don't have to go. And, you know, you want to enjoy some Supremacy League. Because it's going to be mostly that. It's going to be mostly me yapping. Oh, wait. Okay. You want to know something exciting? Actually, first, let's see if this works. Hello. There you go. Yeah. All I'm saying is a video dropping soon. And what is the video, you ask? Well, I've decided, look, I'm living in the streamer house, gamer house, content house, whatever you want to call it. I haven't decided what I want to call it yet. But I'm here casting and focusing on what is my life as someone in esports going to look like, because I've committed to that now. Putting the whole tech thing to the side unless it relates to esports. So, trying to make some content. What kind of content, you may ask? Well, I want you to think of something that's been happening over the last few days that would be great content. And just shout it out. Just put it in chat. I want to know if anyone is thinking the same thing I'm thinking. The Ziggy. Very cool. Hello, Banny. And ding, 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 you are correct. Rafiki drama. I don't know if that's so much drama. Is it? Should I spend more time on that? Yes. It is about the Elevate and Bobby situation. Very cool, right? So I saw a lot of, I don't know, misinformation circulating. And I also think that this is like such an interesting topic that not just Brawl Stars people would find interesting. You can see the title already. Yeah, I won't leak my title, but you can imagine it. Something like Brawl esports situation is crazy. Bobby situation is insane. Elevate situation is sad. Gak doesn't like that drama. Of course he doesn't like that drama. The clickbait title. Yeah, anyone else got ideas? I already know what it's going to be. I'm writing the script as we speak. Low-key, the lack of preparation is like the kind of weirdness of the start of this stream is because I was writing a script. It's interesting. There are all kinds of things that you don't think about. Like you got to have music. Oh, there we go. You got to have music. You got to like have some solid editing. I have not edited in years, and it wasn't even that good when I did. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get out. I wanted to... Basically, every time I decide that I want to like get it out, my standards get raised. And I got to spend more time on it. Team Electros, also no drama right now. Yeah, I'm like a... I'm not trying to be like a drama YouTuber, just trying to cover the current events, basically. That was a pretty nice placement of the hypercharge from his Liddy. Super even so far. What caused this player to be orgless for the third time in 3 months? No. See, no, Bobby is someone I'm on good terms with. Yeah? I don't snake people. It's, reputation is everything. Which might come off as me being like a transactional person. But, you know, like seeing people as rep instead of people. But no, I would not like sell out like that. Ooh, will he be able to get below? No, unlucky on that hypercharge. Way too hasty there by Bobby. It's fine though because the rest of his team has hypercharges they can cash in to get control on the point. Bobby, excuse me, Patchy just needs to hide behind the life plant. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. Are they going to hand this game to Vatic? No way. Sand's trying to push in, create a little bit of space. Patchy needs to get in here. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, no. What a disaster. I'm from drama region. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not sure if I like North America being a drama region. And why is North America a drama region? Maybe a good question to ask yourself. You know, pose your best theories on why North America specifically is a drama region. You know, is it something in the water? Is it the people? Is it the people that are drinking the water? Because everyone has an ego. So how does everyone have an ego in a region that has like fallen short in World Finals for 2 years in a row? You know what I mean? Like 2022, 2023, I get it. 2 teams in the top 4, who strategically didn't face either Zeta Division until the top 4. But 2023, all fair play. Stamina in the top 2. It all started with IX? No, I don't think so. NA Esports in general has the most drama, even outside of Brawl. Very interesting. I feel like in the end, like, this all has to come down to ping. It's got to be ping. Where's the drama from East Asia? Whatever the drama is, it's not in English. Whatever the drama is in South America, it's not in English. So where is it? It's out there. It's waiting to be unearthed. It is, nice and tightly prepared for anyone with the ears to listen in a language other than their native tongue. If you can't read the drama, it doesn't exist. Right. Man, Vatic. Wow, that first game slipped through F.A. Bobby's fingers, and Vatic steamrolled the rest. But yes, I agree, Santa Fiery. If you can't read it, it doesn't exist. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Hello, Vesper. Welcome. Okay, we got stats. Let's talk about, is Livy on the Ziggy? In holy damage. If there's anything I know about his Livy, it's that if you put this guy on a thrower with 0 counters, then he's going to do exactly what he needs to do. I feel like you could see, look, I'll point this out for Izlivy specifically. I think Izlivy for a while got a reputation, at least among pro players, like this is the discourse that I heard, as like a last pick merchant, because he would draft for the team and give himself like a free pick. But I will say that you still have to deliver on that, and you still have to, if you're going to put yourself on the carry brawler, then you have to be able to carry. And so he did. You have Bilal getting reliable control, Ducky creating a ton of space. Really well done. Everyone fulfills their role here, is what I'm saying. Good draft. The glaring weakness from F.A. Bobby's comp, of course, this is not acknowledging what the draft looked like in progress, because I kind of wasn't paying attention. But, yeah, free thrower last pick. Whoops. Let me fix my camera real quick. Something's bugging me about it. There we go. Can I show bracket? They will show bracket, I think, after this game. Or after this set. Let's see, what is this about bad recognition? NA tries to keep up the talk about them doing the drama on purpose. Trust it's scripted so we get recognition, even if it's bad recognition. I don't think so. Oh, hold up. Whoa, look at that. They showed it on broadcast. It is F.A. Bobby 1 versus Vatic 2. I guess loser semifinal isn't showing it just yet. Oh, I like their trophy for the Supremacy League. You know, it'd be so cool. You know what I want to do? I wonder who's going to be the first to do it. Is make a trophy for one of these third-party leagues. Wouldn't that be sick? That would be so awesome. Sebes being better than Bobby at drafting. Unk fell off. We have only 3 matches today, IIRC. And yes, why RC? There are only 3 today. If TE wins lower bracket final, do they play Tribe again? Ugh, I don't know. I'm as much of a spectator as you. Yeah, probably someone to chat knows. It is a watch party. It's not a work party. Stop yapping and play the games. Swaggy XO. Where do I even begin with how I will torture you? I guess a discussion for another day. Just know that Swaggy has committed unspeakable crimes against me, and he will be made to pay by the justice system. I will not name them now. However, I have tons and tons of evidence if he wants to say I'm lying. Other than the BSC, are there other esports that I follow or like to watch? You know, BSC is the main one right now. But I will tune in to some Counter-Strike. Yeah. W reference, thank you. Thank you. Counter-Strike's the main one. I'm making my goal this year to follow other things. Yo, thank you, Gak. Thank you so much for the gifted, bro. 5 gifted. Gak16 has now gifted 106 subscriptions in this channel. That right there is enough to pay for rent this month. VCT Masters is on. Correct, Benny. You know what? You can't see it, but behind me, over that way, is a door out of my room. And it opens into like a den where we just like hang out all day. My voice was made for commentary. I appreciate that, Turtle. I've been told that I have a radio voice. I wonder if I should like, you know, if I should play into it more. And I should speak more in the lower register of my voice. But this is where I naturally speak, which is actually in the upper register. But my voice can go way lower. You know what I'm talking about? Actually, you know what's the wildest? Is a while ago, I wonder if anyone can find it, but I did a jersey announcement for Team Queso, and I cannot I think I did this right when I woke up. My voice was so deep, it didn't even sound like me. I was like, we're proud to be Team Queso. The future is here. Be Queso proud. What happened to the ad promised to me? What's this guy talking about? What is he saying? Oh, did I just put my dumb face up here when the game's going on? Okay, there we go. Late puberty. Would you believe that I entered high school at like a staggering 5 feet tall? I've been told on occasion that I give tall person energy, which is interesting to me. I wonder if people just see that like I'm skinny and they're like, okay, that guy is probably tall and skinny. Or that I just like have a big personality on stream. But I most certainly am not tall. I'm a, you know, dizzying 5 feet and 9 inches tall. Swaggy, I don't want to hear it. I'm not short. I am not short. I'm like painfully average. Okay, Maliuti, I guess that's the way of putting it, though I will not acknowledge specifically what you said. Actually, the height of a pound cake. Swaggy, you're the weight of 1,000 pound cakes. Yeah? Now, how does it feel? or I'm gonna like I'm gonna paint a picture for you. I met Swaggy XO. He is the height of He is the height of 40 pound cakes and the weight of 4 pound cakes. Swaggy XO looks like Siren Head in real life. Pro casting? Yeah, we're bringing this to BSE. This is what we're going to talk about. Hello, Icy Frostart. Can I buy you a pound cake? I only have dollars. You'll have to ask an English person. I don't have that kind of currency. Yeah, sorry. Next time someone asks if I can buy them a Brawl Pass, I'm going to be like, sorry, I don't carry cash. Cast the game. I'll do what I want. This is a watch party. Watch party, not a cast job. Watch party. As long as I'm watching. Actually, you know what, though? I've been slacking on the watching. Okay, so, oof, that hurts for Patchy. Let's break down the composition. You have Penny out here. And Sans already has that super. Where is he? Is he going to put it behind the Indestructibles? Okay, cool. Like 3 shots from his Livy should do it, but he has to get position. Smart from Ducky to break open those obstacles. Well, okay. Bobby's just going to break the last one. I think Sans would have liked to have that, but it's okay. And Turret has taken 1 crack off the safe. Sands has the hyper now. It's actually fantastic. Oh, and it's wide open left side, but doesn't have the support. Does he want to risk it? Might actually wait for a teammate to respawn so he can get the double hitter. Yeah, gonna go for it now. Damage bonus. Oh, no good. Bilal rushed right for it, knew just what to do. Bobby also straight lining versus Ducky. Ends up working out. Okay, FA Bobby's taking some damage here, but they have the tempo advantage. Look at how people are playing around Sands right now. They don't really want to get close to him. As Livy forward, traps Sands. Gave the call out to Ducky, who tried to help with that kill, but as Livy mostly got it on his own. Close to the next crack. Patchy pushes forward almost helplessly, but at least he gets that stick around out of his Livy. Yeah, but you didn't know that that's what Spike Super was called. Would I rather any hypercharged skin with the Brawler maxed out or have incredible luck? Probably incredible luck. That sounds better in the long term. Wow, Vatic have basically gotten this tempo back with raw control, but where are the hypers? Where are the supers? Bobby's going to have to retreat so he can use a super. Also, Penny turret placed on defense. Usually a bad omen. Oh my gosh! And Bobby just completely got his ankles broken. 10 seconds to go. What do we have? FA Bobby lose a shield on their safe. Ducky trying to add insult to injury. Can't get there in time. Bobby rushes forward. Kill onto Spike. It's almost good. Wow. So close. How do you think that would have changed? If Bobby had been under the safe, I think a hypercharged bull attack directly under the safe would have gotten it to the same percentage. Could have gotten a tie there. What do you think? What do you think? Of course, we're also talking about if Mina had just done nothing to the safe for that perceived extra time. Wasting a hypers? They're playing really aggressive. I think misjudging some interactions. Nice dodges from Bobby, though. He's been putting in the work. But he has to retreat. So I guess he really just didn't want to die on offense. The combo on the left side has broken down this wall that Bobby kind of needed. Okay, gonna rush forward, create some space for Patchy and Sands. It's not about getting damage on the safe. It is about letting his teammates have opportunities, and that was massively profitable. Patchy wants to get some good value. He was blasted away from the safe and couldn't finish off the kill onto Ducky. Solid kill for Bilal. The defense is there, but Vatic are behind on percentage. Oh, and it's wide open for Ducky to fire away at the safe. Sands has got to be a dead man, as Livy wants it so badly. But Sands was out of range. Once more on the lane matchup. Everyone from Vatic is just where they want to be. It should be a kill on his Livy, though. Oh, he didn't get burned. He has that super. Also, free kill on a Bobby if he wants it. Decided not to use the super. Okay, now he uses it. Winds up being a good combo with Ducky. Still no kill confirm. And you see his Livy was forced to retreat with Patchy playing aggro. Just feeds a kill to his Livy. Meanwhile, Bilal is all over the safe. Gotta be counting down to 50 if he can get 2 more shots off. Goes for the kill on Patchy because he had the windmill ready. And Patchy ignores him. And here's a hypercharge from Patchy to execute from Bobby's coming in. Bobby has that hypercharge as well. Would prefer to use it after the safe's been cracked, but decides to just go ahead and use it. One shot from him is all it took. Counting down to another crack, but it's only going to put them on par with this Mina. As Livy gets the kill, now circles back to clean up Sands. Ooh, but that turret's in place. It's actually probably the end times. Except that Bilal was alive this whole time. 20 seconds to go. This is for survival in the bracket. If FA Bobby lose this game, then they are down and out. 10 seconds to go. Aggression in from Bobby. Down to 8%. Now 5. Just a few seconds to go. Ducky is Livy. Bilal all lit up. It's wide open for someone to fire away. A super from Colt would have done it all. But a 5% advantage for FA Bobby keeps them in. Super close games. This could totally be a set 5. Love the gameplay from Vatic, by the way. I think some target prioritization was a little bit off. You can break down every little mistake from Vatic and say, yeah, that could have been their match right there. Just don't feed Penny hyper in GG. I will say, I think the mean is turning out to be much more of an issue for Penny than anticipated. First game was a throw. Yeah, that was FA Bobby's through and through. You think it's a 100-0 outdraft? I think it's a mechanics. Like, Vatic just have position. And they have the target prioritization. Now Ducky's going to break open this wall. Really key moment. Yeah, I don't think it's 100-0, Danny. But again, will you carry the mantle? Or will you wear the mantle of educating people, Danny? Here it comes. Bilal wanted to take down that turret, but he is going to be found out of rotation, I suppose. Out of respawn rotation. Bilal going for Patchy, rewarded with a kill. Meanwhile, on the save, it is Pandemonium. 23% remaining, and that turret is still alive. Ducky totally whiffs the super. Yeah, thumbs up. I think they know that this one is over. Completely diffed this time. And Patchy gets to fire away, just a few percent to go, but Vatic aren't giving up just yet. Never mind, they have. Set 5 coming in. Bobby's team 100% have draft here. You just don't see the safe DPS with Vatic. That is all. With the exception of Colt, of course. Gosh, look at the KD. I think Mina was stretched thin there at the end. You think as Livy is just bad. Well, yeah, be the one to tell everyone that kills are not everything that matter. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. I have the schedule from Gak. Okay, folks, we're going to set 5 between Fababi and Vatic. Man, it's a shame that they're FA Bobby and not Fababi, because Fababi is really fun to say. You know what? You know what's another fun one to say? Is OG turned up to the monthly qualifier, still called SSG OG. So we just called him Sagog. Or Sisagog. Favoring Wave. Holy smokes, what are you doing back here? I haven't seen you in ages. My gosh. Let's do the math here. Favoring Wave, you have legitimately been around since the beginning. You have been around since, like, my first few streams. Holy crap, I cannot believe you're here. Been working? I see. Favoring Wave, you've been around since, like, my first few streams. Like, you do the math here. 6 years, 8 months, 2 days. So 8 months. It means you started following in July of 2019, which is when I started streaming. 2 days also. Jeez, you probably followed me in my first week of streaming. That's crazy, bro. Back when it was me and my little brother. You remember that, I think. Bull banned on Hideout. I'm sensing BB. Yeah, it's an indicator to me as well. They are just opposites. Mongoose and Serpent moment. Been following me since you were 11. Holy. And how old are you now, Charles's goat? 13. I'm just saying, no one in this chat is beating Favoring Wave's follow age. 15. Goodness, it's been 4 years. You've been following me since 2022. Holy, like, a lot has changed for you, but a lot has changed for me since that time as well. Because in 2022, I graduated college. Back in the iFunny days, oh my god. Did you find me from that? Is that how you know me? No. No, see, what y'all don't know is that when Ready Set first started, he decided to go for every platform. That's incredible, Favoring Wave. Yeah, you want to know some lore? Here's something I bet you didn't know. I was at the iFunny meetup in 2018. How come I wanted to become a caster? I always wanted to be an entertainer, and I always wanted to be E-famous. So, it worked out. No one asked. I am promptly removing Swaggy XO's mod. I'm banning him from the stream. I'm banning him from existence. But, today's... So I wanted to be a streamer, but I also wanted to be a pro player in the early days. Around mid-2020, like with COVID and everything, it just really, really screwed up my life in a lot of ways, and in my mental. And I was still like streaming and pushing streaming, wanted to get Twitch partner, and it was actually just way easier to get consistent viewers by streaming tournaments than it was by playing the game. So I transitioned into commentary and gradually moved away from playing the game on stream, because when you're not playing the game as consistently, you get worse, and suddenly I did not want to stream anymore. I didn't want to stream myself playing the game anymore because I didn't want people like to see me lose, essentially. Because I used to just like win, like most things. But let's see, iFunny meetup, yeah, in 2018, bro. The iFunny meetup. Back in those days.
Let's go. It's party time.
Okay, folks. This is the time. This is the place. This is the Brawl Stars World Championship. But yes, back in the day, I made a ready set on every platform, including iFunny. I made it on every platform, except for GitHub. I just want to say, if you're out there, like, whoever made the ready set, like, GitHub username in 2024, January 2024, can I please have that username? I'm so sorry I forgot to get it for myself. That was not a great Nanny Super, but I guess it's tough to hit. Yeah, I forgot to get that name on GitHub, and someone took it in 2014, and they have 0 commits, not a single tile. Maybe they're only on private repos. You made it? Yeah, whoever made it, may I please have it, or would you please change your name so I can have ready set? Would really like it. Thank you very much. So far, it's looking pretty rough for FA Bobby. Ooh. 2 kills and only 25 seconds to recover. Hypercharge from Sands. Who is he going to mark? As Livy wouldn't be so bad. Trips the nest egg. It's looking ripe, and it's good. 2-star separation. Patchy has a hyper, so does Bobby. This could be disastrous. Patchy's going to be the first one to make a move. Scouts out Ducky's position, who's going to go for the move in on Sands. Bobby has to come over to defend. Goes for his Livy. Can't get the shot done. 2 seconds to go. Ducky alive. Same for his Livy. 4-star separation at the buzzer. And Vatic once more is at match point. Looking scary. Nothing that FA Bobby can't find their way out of, but this is spooky. The Ollie and J, any kind of tank aggro with the support. And look at that. Yeah, pretty, it's like an all-right acquisition of the blue star. I guess it could have been better. Oh, Balal punishes Patchy. Actually, maybe I'm being too harsh on Vatic because they got the blue star. They didn't die. When you push for the blue star with Jae Young, there's always a risk. Okay, initial wall break from Bobby. That's how they're going to be using the Nanny Super this time. Eliminate this core stronghold on the right side. It's what you want to do with the Nanny. Ooh, no hit there on the mark from Sands. It's fine. We'll get other opportunities. They only need a couple of kills. Okay, move in from Ducky. Doesn't even get to use the gadget. Ooh, does use it on Sands. 1-2 shots. And Sands gets a reflection off of Jae Young onto Ducky. Very nice. But the separation's grown to 5 stars, less than 1 minute on the clock. Could be a countdown to doom for FA Bobby. Make it 50 seconds now. Still 5 stars separate the two teams. Love seeing good Ollie gameplay. Me too, man. Me too. It's great to watch, but it's also a team effort as Livy's supporting him really well. It's going to be a hypercharge for Sands. Doesn't clear the corner. Here comes Peep to the rescue. Tanked by Jae Young. Aggro on the right side. Ducky can't get out of there. Needs the heals and won't be able to. But still a profitable interaction. They get a single star as a result. 6 stars for FA Bobby to recover. Bobby has a hypercharge. Where are you going to go? Going to go for Pierce, but where's the support? Where's the follow-up to secure that kill? Jae Young's already healed it by this time. Pops a hypercharge. He's down 2 stars. Patchy needs this hypercharge so badly. Hits the connection. 3 seconds to go. Kills fly both ways as Livy needs it, but Patchy, idle on the spot, knew he could not be taken down. 1 star in the lead. FA Bobby goes to double match point. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so incredible. It could be either team at this point. Going the distance and in true bounty fashion. We've got a full 2 minutes of Brawl Stars action. There will be no quick finishes here. Much faster acquisition of the blue star this time. Ducky finds himself wedged against the right side. Nope, not the retreat that they wanted. He was hasty to get that blue star, and there was not time for Vatic to assume their positions on the lanes. So contrary to game number 2, the previous one, FA Bobby have a 1-star lead in the blue star. Oh, looks like a kill happened while I was looking away. FA Bobby 3-star lead. And as Livy is marked up, best case scenario, that mark is on Ducky. Sands gets another one. I would not be shocked if he tries to get it on Ducky instead. Also, the Bell is pretty effective in keeping Ducky and his Livy separated. Means that his Livy basically has to peek his shots on a Ducky. Disrupts their positioning, means that they have to kind of go on 2 different lanes, 2 different sides of the same obstacle. Sands also got to be close to that next mark. Bilal slowed down. Is this the opportunity for Bobby? Not quite. So Bobby, what's your plan? You saving up for a hypercharge to use that super with? You going to get someone low and then go for the super? This would be the moment. But he's not, because he knows that Ducky could super him at any second. Hypercharge ready. It's going to be free damage on Bobby. It's not looking too hot for Bobby. Behind the life plan on the left side. Good support there from Patchy on the right side. Ducky secures a free kill. Punished as his Livy's left out to dry. Got to be one onto Ducky. Can't get out of there, and he's all marked up. 15 seconds to go. And that's a pretty sizable margin. 6 stars in the blue star. Lead for FA Bobby. Patchy's got the stick around, but Sands is on deathly low HP. Ducky needs his hypercharge. 3 seconds to go. Is it enough time? He doesn't have the jump. Patchy hypnotized, but walks right into the life plant. FA Bobby get it done. And Vatic cast to the side. A Vatic newly empowered by a new player. I've got one comment to make here. No shade, Vatic, but minus 20K. Not the showing that they wanted with this new player that they just absorbed into this roster, and for what is rumored to be one of the most expensive buyouts in Brawl Stars. Possibly the most expensive buyout in Brawl Stars. Was he worth 20K? But here's my comment on it. Things are worth whatever people are willing to pay for them. But this is not the start that they wanted for Ducky. I will say, however, they haven't had that much time to play for the synergies. Also, Ducky did like a really good job in game number 1. But yeah, someone smarter than I will pick apart why this didn't really work out for them. He's worth 20K. I think Ducky is worth a good chunk of change. I really do think Ducky is a phenomenal player. You know what? My bad for making the, epic, like, slam dunk that I did type of comment, because I want to see Ducky succeed. I think he's a great player. I don't think they've had enough time playing as a team. Happy holidays. What up, Keith? Why is it telling me happy holidays? Yo, tomorrow's a holiday for me. Tomorrow's my birthday. Did you know that? Yeah, just, oh, whoops. Here we go. Just making everything about me. Those who crow hello square. You guys can come say hi if you want, unless you're, like, on the road at the moment. I assume they're in the other room. Wait, no. No, I have a strong feeling that they are currently in the car going to Costco. Ready birthday? Tomorrow, Favoring Wave. That's when it's happening. You use code READY today. Icarus, that is the best news that I have heard since the last person who used my code.
I'm going to be the first person to do in real life gifted subs. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, wow, actually? Okay, let's see it.
10 gifted subs.
Wait, I'm waiting for it.
Hold on.
Yeah. You think I was trolling when I said we live with these people now?
I'm going to be the first person in real life gifted subs. All right, let's see who
That would be nuts.
Let's see who gets them.
Is it actual?
There we go.
I'm here on my own stream at the moment. Oh my goodness, 10 gifted subs.
Who got him? No,
We can do better than that. I wasn't fully paying attention.
Who got him?
Okay, Turtle.
Okay.
We got Star.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Swaggy got a gifted. Dark Nova, Aradzi, Kagari, Alice Correas. Holy smokes, a lot of people. Thank you. Thank you,
go.
Keith. Yo.
Enjoy your stream, big dog.
Thank you, bro. Okay. Probably the first time I've gotten an IRL dono. And Swaggy gets a sub off of it. What do you know? Okay. Pop off, dude. Am I going to show an empty screen? Thank you. Thank you, Keith. Introducing... Should I do a walkout? Introducing your competitors for our next match. It's F.A. Bobby versus a logo with no name. Otherwise known as Team Electros. It is the dragon emblazoned on a shield that speaks for itself. In the blue corner, it's Bobby, Sans, and Patchy. Across the way, the new blood of North America. It's Snoy, Memon, and Duin. Should we do WWE walkouts for Brawl Stars? That'd be pretty sick. Okay, so we can choose to look at this beautiful green screen together, or... Oh, wait, that didn't really work the way I expected. Hold up. Let me come over here. I'm going to get my awesome camera. Where's my camera? There we go. I don't get them. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We got a reminder. This Team Electros roster, really, really interesting because you look at North America. I want you to name the 3 countries in North America. You got Canada, you got the United States, and you got Mexico, and then I guess you have the Native American Indian nations and other stuff like that. Oh, I wonder if the Caribbean is involved. Imagine we got some Jamaican or Cuban players in North America. That would be wild. You thanked him in the Cheese Bowl server? Let's go. Thank you, Tenez. I appreciate you. And Luffy. Ah, yes. Yeah, Luffy's in the house as well. Luffy only comes out of his room when he smells food cooking in the kitchen. And this is truth. But yes, these are your combatants. Can I do a hair reveal? I'm wearing a hat today for a reason. I didn't do my hair. Have you never seen my hair before? Hang on. Can I paste my camera in here? Apparently not. There we go. You see why I'm wearing a hat right now? I didn't brush my hair or anything this morning, so it's all concealed in this cap. Unless you wanted a different, here's my hand. If also counts as hair, I think. What on earth are you talking about, Schwag? Yo, delete your comment instantaneously. Pipe down. Proven. It's true. It's true. Feet reveal? I'm not revealing my feet. Not for free. Is that the Brawl Stars cap that I made? That's so crazy that you remembered that favoring wave. I have it around here, but no, it's not the Brawl Stars cap that I made. This is a real one. But I bet no one will be able to find it. Gosh, wait, where do I have that Brawl Stars hat that I made? I'm going to go find it. Give me a sec. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I didn't find was my Brawl Stars cap. I'm also missing my Team Fortress 2 cap. I think they might be in Houston. Speaking of Houston, though, you want to see some crazy merch from the iFunny Meetup 2018? This really happened. I'm not trolling. iFunny Meetup. And yeah, that was crazy. It was wild that they chose Houston for that, by the way. I met, let's see if you remember this name, Favoring Wave, met Deep Web Intel IRL in the flesh. Controversial figure on iFunny. Met several people IRL. What is iFunny? Not so popular. It was like a meme social media app for like posting memes and sharing things. Blast from the past. That's crazy you remember that name, dude. Yup. You funny. Thank you. Thank you, Icarus. Okay, now, I have a request of you guys. Do you guys think you can do me a favor? This is your parent asking you to just, like, do them a favor. I'm going to leave the stream unattended so I can go to the restroom for, like, a minute or two. And when I come back, there better not be two factions warring against each other in chat. If there are two separate groups of people arguing and creating conflict with each other, by the time I get back, I'm going to be very disappointed. Do not do that. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. What on earth is happening? I give you a very specific request to do not go to war with each other. And what do you guys do? I'm tremendously disappointed. Why are there 6 Luffys? I don't know. What you asking me for? Love the pearl pick. What is it? Double swoosh? I wasn't paying attention to the map. Yeah, it looks like they're having a couple problems, so I'll just come over here. Steel is drafting. Oh, yeah, Steel is involved now. So what's going on over there? Wait, am I able to insert my camera in this scene? I'm going to try my best. Oh, there I am. Because y'all want to see my face, don't you? Look how tiny I am. I'm just like a little guy. Whee! Try coming over here. I bet y'all never seen this before. Tiny like IRL? No. I'm not small. Hang on. I think I have a thing. I bet you're not ready for this. And here I go. I bet you're not ready for this. And now I start to make everyone motion sick. Okay, enough of that. 5'1". I am 5'9". Let it be known. Luffy playing on 6 iPads. Is that what's happening? My knees. Why my knees? Oh, hold up. I'm gonna put... Wait. What can I do here? Can I put a transition on this? No, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is put... I'm gonna put a transition on my cam just for fun. Or should I make it fade in? I think I'll do this in my hide. Also make it fade. Goodbye. Yeah, the... Oh, and I had that as the reveal? Nah, I don't need that. Okay, the show is gonna be fade. Let me be clear. Did I do it? Lena is very tall. Patchy also tall. Who are the tall people I know in Brawl Stars? YDE, very tall. Yeah, Patchy's tall, Bobby's tall. Lukey Bear is super tall. Toast is super tall. Who else comes to mind? Angel Boy naturally is super tall. That's all that comes to mind for now. But it is kind of ironic that Lena, whose name means the dwarf, is one of the tallest people in Brawl Esports. Shitetampo? No, Shitetampo is not tall at all. KD is all 6'3". Yeah, it's true. It's actually a really tall roster. I hadn't thought about that. Japanese guys are the shortest. It is true. Tends to be true for the Japanese folks. Angel Boy and Toast the tallest to step on stage. I wonder. I know Lukey's been on stage. Lukey is pretty... Oh, sorry. When I say Lukey, I mean Lukey Bear, not Humble Lukey. Wow, this is going to be quite the 1v1. Sans expires the poison. So close. Milcreo is not that tall, but he is the tallest on the roster. Mentioned it 20 minutes ago. I don't know. I must have missed your comment. Tensai is the tallest when standing on his 3 trophies. It's like the whole, you know, I'm 5'4", but standing on my money. I'm 5'4". Moya is 6'1". Actually, Moya is pretty tall. 6'1"? There's no way. Actually, he is pretty tall. Similar to Tyrant. Tensai is very cute. Man is a cutie patootie. Did you know that Tensai's my age? Tensai is 25. Corey's tall? Yes, also true. Oh my gosh, all these people that I forgot. Yeah. I think Kenji is also decently tall, but I'm pretty sure Moya is the tallest, right? 3'1". Man's in the hole. Okay, you know, that's a little bit of money. Depeche. Doesn't SK have a really tall coach? Yeah, Pedro is tall. You know what's a shame? Is that of all of our Brawl Stars casters, there is not a single short person. Do you know what it's like being someone of average male height, casting up against, not against, but casting next to several very tall men and a tall woman? Sunny is probably like slightly taller than me. We're like mostly the same height, but I'm pretty sure she's slightly taller than me. Wiggly Spoo? Yeah, it's true. It's true. Put me and Wiggly Spoo up there and I'll finally look like a normal-sized human being. 5'3" is not average. I'm 5'9". I'm average height. Standing up straight, I'm probably even taller. So it's unfair? Hey, whoa. It's not bad, that's what I'm saying, man. It's not bad. 5'9" is cool. I've been blessed with many things in life. I cannot complain about my height. I think I was dealt a fair hand. Actually, I still believe I was dealt a more than fair. I was given an advantageous hand. I'm not going to complain about my height. I'm just fine. If I were 5'7", I would be a little annoyed. Yes, the French casters are tall. You see what I mean? Someone get me an apple box. U.S. male average is 5'7". Yes, but that's accounting for all races. The average height for a white guy, I'm pretty sure is like 5'9". Right? That's like, you know, if I were the size I am in Japan, or like, you know, I don't know, somewhere where the people are short. And I went, by the way, guys, I'm above average height. It doesn't really mean much. Like, because we're talking about, you know, Caucasian race versus the American race, which there is none, because it's a very, like, multicultural country. Racist? That's not racist. He made a statement, so Japan turned his footsteps into electricity. Bro. Wait. Crick the Freak said 6'5"? Crick is named after the sound of this man's ankles. I don't know. I was trying to do something funny with your name and it ended up meaning nothing. Not even being funny. If you're not playing basketball, then I don't know what you're doing. You look like a giant. I mean, you're 17, so it's gonna take you a while to grow into that frame, but dude, you could be an actual, like, mountain man. Think about it. Like, if you get in the gym and you start, like, putting away food, think of all the muscle you could pack on that frame. You could be, like, a monster. In fact, you're 17, dude. If you're not in the gym, you gotta get in the gym ASAP. You know you can watch Brawl Esports while in the gym. Your dad is 6'5", dude. You're taller? Oh, you're as tall as your dad. People in the Afghan-Iranian region grow tall. Ah, so that's your background. So where are you from, Crick? Is that why your name is Crick the Freak? Because you're like a genetic monster? Go to the gym daily? You know what's up, bro. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Is Spike really the math? It's one of those that you just kind of got to take. Also, F.A. Bobby have run this a lot. Should be a solid defender. still vulnerable against throwers. Here you have the wall break, so works out fine for FA Bobby. Team Electros could pivot and draft and decide they're not going to break walls and just like farm the last pick. So FA Bobby still have to be cautious. They have a tank counter also. Bull is banned, so is BB. But more importantly, Bull is banned. You live in Bangladesh. Got you. Crick the Freak, are you familiar with the meme that like, I live in Bangladesh, I live in Bangladesh? It's like the completely unrelated YouTube comment where some guy's saying, I live in Bangladesh. Berry Tank, I was feeling that. What on earth? What? Oh, okay. No, surely not. What's happening? Yeah, same question here. Why did you do that? All left me. Thank you, OO Clear. Yeah, wait, actually, can I? I'm gonna do something funny. Hang on. Can I make this 4,000 milliseconds? Okay. Waiting teams, get ready. Bobby dodged! I love the lower third. That's crazy. So, did they pick Mandy and then Bobby dodge? What is going on? Oh, that's ridiculous. Y'all ready for this? Hello, it's me, Ready Set. I have some unfortunate news to deliver to you. Bobby has just dodged the draft. Now we're waiting teams get ready. This has been Ready Set, and I approve of this message. We'll see you back when the tech issue. Do you like the slow fade in? I feel I could do it even. I could do a different one even slower. Are y'all ready for this? This is actually gonna be. This is Ready Set. I regret to inform you that not only did Bobby dodge, but we now have a tech issue to resolve. The show will resume shortly once we resolve this tech issue. This has been a message from Ready Set. Thank you for listening. Incredible. What's another fun transition? You got the oh, you know what? I think like a really slow swipe is the move. Oh my gosh. Wait, they're editing the message. What could it possibly be? Oh, I guess we won't know. Breaking news. I'm looking like there's no war in Bossing say. Yeah. Wait, where's another? How slow can I make the animation? Well, let's see. Show trend. It's at 4,000 milliseconds right now. I bet we can do 7,000. Can we make it 7,000? No, come on. Let me do it. 7,000. Oh, this is gonna be remarkable. Are you ready? And now we have. Please stop. And now an important breaking message from Ready Set. Hello everyone. This is Ready Set. I've come on this broadcast to inform you that the draft has started, despite Bobby dodging and Patchy starting the draft. We'll resume normal operations shortly and carry on with the broadcast. Thank you for listening. Everyone's saying move. Get out of the way. Get your dumb face off the draft. Okay, so what's going on here? First of all, no Mandy, I'm noticing. So I'm guessing it was a misinput, and then Bobby dodged. Because they realized that they get, like, a disconnect per the rulebook or something like that. I don't know if I agree with that, but if Team Electros are cool with it, then whatever. The Jessie also is quite curious. We'll see how Jessie performs here. She's kind of like a bottom-tier brawler at the moment. But if there's no counter for her, then that's fair play. Team Electros have also committed on full wall break. This is why Colonel Refs is so wonderful, is because you can play to wall break or not, and then FA Bobby decide, you know what, we're just going to play around that anyway, and then they just end up facing double wall breakers. Team Electros taking a bit of damage on their safe. In fact, Sans on the Shade, he has been grinding this brawler. He's very, very good at it. Does get taken down there. Something I want to remark, when I shout out Sans specifically, these are actually Bobby's words. I played in a match arena, like a Bellis type of thing. Actually, it was Bellis with Bobby. And we played against Sans' team, and he's like, dude, we got to ban Shade. Sans is very good at this brawler. So you heard it from the guy himself. Why is there a Jessie? Your guess is as good as mine. Jessie's bad now. Unfortunate times favoring Wave. She is not good. This is the thing. She has she has a stationary turret that needs to be placed out in the open, and then that happens. Yeah. Mandy would have been Aura, but Jessie is, I think, Aura just as well. Just don't have high expectations for it. Ideally, they can get Bobby onto the safe. That is the win condition. Get Bobby on the safe, pop up that recoil spring gadget, and have the damage flow forth. Here it comes, and no slow from the Jessie, but it's going to waste some ammunition. Hypercharge from Griff, who... Is this Griff doing? I'm guessing it's doing. Sans should find his way onto the safe. Post-crack gets a little damage, 59% actually, not too shabby for that push in, because FA Bobby have the advantage. Ooh, double kill as they line up the shots. You cannot sleep on Jessie as a sharpshooter. She still is pretty good. Being thorough on the wall break over here, but it only makes things even more open for Patchy. Sans and Patchy have the move. It's a stick around and a hypercharge popped by Sans. Every one of these shots is going to be critical. 25% to go for FA Bobby, who seem to have this in their back pocket. And how on earth is Jessie so effective here? 10 seconds left, and FA Bobby already have this one in the books. I don't think it was really Jessie's turret that... Actually, let's think about it. Hypercharged Jessie turret comes out. Snoy has to expend a bunch of damage on it. And what do you do from there? I guess Jessie's shots also are quite effective against Colonel Ruffs. Your randoms are going to pick Jessie more? It's possible. Maybe Bobby knows something we don't. Also possible. But it didn't work out for him there versus the Otis. Now these guys are all over the safe. Snoy rotated back just for that kill versus Patchy. Oh my gosh, that was a wonderful dodge of the curveball. Like, the mechanics for Team Electros, I know it's one interaction, but the mechanics for Team Electros are just, like, picture perfect. Looks like a double kill for Griff. Almost made it 3. Now he's on the safe. Doing, calm down, man. You got plenty of time. Working towards the next shield. 7% to go. And they have the control of mid. Things have opened up. It's just what they wanted. Where is that super for Bobby? Well, Team Electros are spread out enough that it doesn't look like Bobby's going to be getting these. Hypercharge now available for whoever wants it. So who's going to get it? Could be Snoy. Snoy gets the kill confirm. Now he's up on the safe. 4K each shot, just by the way. He does, or I believe it's around 4K per shot with Otis. Jeez, Doin is a monster. More hypercharge, and Team Electros shut this one down. What happened game number 1? Where was this side of Team Electros in game 1? Why is there a Jessie? I have no idea. Genuinely no clue. Sands was in their spawn game 1. That is also true. And look at the difference. Sands, unlike game number 1, where he went right lane and pushed up hard, he's going left lane. So it's focusing on this left lane, how the interaction plays out. Bobby's going to try and push up mid. Look how close everyone is together. If Bobby lands a shot that's pretty meaty damage, like just a couple of shots like that would get him his turret. It's going to be the wall break on the left side. Sands rotates over towards the right to get into that familiar position from game number 1. Critical shot on the Memon gets him to half health. Ooh. And Patchy did not retreat soon enough. Bobby with the slow on a Snoy, but his own turret's blocking him. It's fine. Scrappy is on the case. Actually, Scrappy is not on the case just yet. Not physically on the case. That's what Bobby wants. Has the hypercharge ready. A little team wipe action from Sands would be wonderful. Here it comes. On the other side of this safe crack, it's going to be some pretty serious damage. Down to 40%. Okay. Not really the greatest, but the pressure and positioning is here. Team Electros respawns are staggered. A kill for Sands would mean everything, but he's forced forward. Great team play around that from both Mimon and Duin. Or who I presume to be Duin, because there's a name change in effect. Sands around the right side with, oh, and he hit the double long gadget. That is how much Sands has been grinding this brawler. Excellent pinch. The zoning super from Memon to move things down so that Doink can secure the kill. But along the way, this is the first time we've properly seen Team Electros get on the save. Hypercharge, stick around from Patchy. He's a dead man. He put himself right in the line of fire of 3 brawlers. Bad business. Where are those dodges from Snoy? Seem to be good. Patchy gradually pushing up. We are waiting to see how Snoy fins off the next attack in. He's going to be on defense duty versus Sands. He's got some solid dodges. Ooh, but just one little extra ink projectile will do it. Team Electros, however, are being kept at the middle of the map. Not yet at 50%. Once they crack the safe, they'll be on even footing. Punishing Sands, now it's drive time. But they still have to deal with Bobby. Super out. It's easy for Snoy to deal with, but he decides to hang back and heal. Hypercharge active from Sands, 10 seconds to go. Snoy with the gadget, now making his way towards that safe. Is it going to be a photo finish? Probably going to count down to 25 for both sides. Patchy not in range. 25 to 25 makes it a tie. At the buzzer. You don't see a tie in a heist all that often. Bobby didn't tank. It's true. Maybe relying on the instincts. It's a stressful situation. You're facing Team Electros. These are the Wonder Kids. You are supposed to lose to these guys, which is total whiplash from the start of the season. You're FA Bobby, you know, KDS, in formerly Big Talents. You are, Sands expected the double long but didn't get it. You're supposed to beat these guys, but after the conclusion of those first monthly finals, you're supposed to lose to these guys. How do you make that make sense in your head? Now, these are competitors. They've seen this many times. Patchy and Sands have been in that seat more recently than Bobby, however. Maybe they know what it's like. Unks versus Kids is a crazy one to say, though, because Patchy is a 19. Patchy was a kid for like a good, let's say 3/4 of his time in Brawl Stars. He's been in Brawl for a while. I mean, Patchy started playing at 11 years old. Can you believe that? Boy wonder as soon as his fingers touch the controls in a competitive setting. Made Worlds in his very first year of official competition. In spite of a DQ. We'll see that first crack on the safe come true. With a minute to go, FA Bobby have a serious advantage, but one respectable push from Team Electros could change that. Not a great super there from Duin. He wanted to hit the safe with the end of the cashback, I think is the name of the super. That's major damage, my gosh. A solo Otis can drop that safe from 175% in the blink of an eye. Still advantage for FA Bobby, but by such a slim margin that it may not even matter. You also see Duin staying out of Sands' range. Here's the hypercharge for Snoy. Moving in. Oh, not going to use that for any aggression in. Could actually spell disaster on the right side. Sans just needs to get that super, but that hypercharge by itself, is it enough? Counting down 51%. Don't see that safe cracked open. This could be the differentiator. 55 to 45. That's going to be it. No way for FA Bobby to damage that safe anymore. And Team Electros pick up their second set. Sans is cooking in moments, but overall, I think the shade itself was not what the team needed. Double wall break is really challenging. Unk, it's not cooking. Gak, we need you to stop shit posting. I expect the next lower third to say, I apologize. That doesn't really sound like what I requested. It will say, I apologize. Immediate Control Z. Okay. Well, we interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message from Ready Set. Hello, everyone. This is Ready Set. We're currently waiting on the next set to get started. The current score line is Team Electros up by 2 sets, and FA Bobby at 0 points so far. It has been a struggle so far in this battle. However, I'm confident that FA Bobby can get some hits in. But will this be their last set? It is the elimination round. We will see. Thank you for listening. Ready, set, out. the really slow Fade Raven. What's up, man? Did Fade retire? Yeah, at the end of last year. Needs to fade out slower. You're right. I think you are correct. Let's see. What if I changed the blending mode? That would be kind of freaky, wouldn't it? If I had a green screen in here, that'd be even wilder. You're expecting just as slow of a fade out? You're right. You're right. I need to change that. High transition is going to be 7,000 milliseconds. The slow fade in. This bit is getting tired, but it's still kind of funny to me. We'll be resuming the draft in just a second here as we wait for our teams to get ready. We've had some delays in the match so far, but we're going to resolve those as quickly as possible. Just waiting for the players to get ready for our upcoming set. Could be the dagger from Team Electros. We'll touch base when I have more information. Ready, set, out. Thank you. Thank you, Raven. Just waiting on these guys to get ready. It has been a sluggish match. Patchy started a game. Very slow match. Well, Gak is clearly painting a target on specific players. Patchy and Bobby, please lock in. I also want to sleep before Or he lost the game on purpose? Eight virus spider pig. What does that mean? He lost because he was mogged. What? By whom? The ASU frat leader? Was my favorite year to watch Brawl Esports. To watch? 2022 is pretty fun. Subregions made things a little bit interesting also. 2022 we had, well, we started the year with more regions. And then that whole war happened in Eastern Europe. Teams in EA are already scrimming at the moment. They're scrimming before I start scrimming my blanket and pillow. Best years to watch for 2021 and 2022. 2018 was cool, but I only watched the World Finals that year, so I can't really comment on it. Sigma has a 15% win rate before monthly finals, and they made finals. It's true. It is very true. So I wonder what that says. That team in org has magic behind it in Brawl Stars? That's a stretch. Okay, first pick here. No bans just yet, so we'll wait for it. Bans are expected. However, the shade ban is interesting. I guess FA Bobby don't want to be playing around that Colonel Ruffs anymore. The question of will there be wall break or not, also indicative of Team Electros having last pick. Is this lower bracket? Oh, they just play the Colonel Ruffs. Okay. Okay, let's see it. Is this lower bracket finals? It is. One more match after this one. Is BB still Brocken? Yeah. When is the Road to Brawl Cup? It will happen in, let's see, 8 hours from now. Didn't know I was commentating this. I'm kind of not. I'm just watching it for fun. Double knockback shouldn't be a thing. Why is it a thing? That's so insane. Is that on purpose? That it gives her knockback back? What if FA Bobby's logo were Ruffs? It could be. But it would be a lot more drawn. She instantly gets it back. Is that on purpose, though? Really curious to see what Revenant does this time around in the Brawl Cup. Walkthrough is insane. I'm also fairly convinced that Revenant will be the ones going to Brawl Cup. That's the Buffy? Whoa. Yeah, it's too much. Healing. Heal on hit. And another knockback. Way too strong. That's too much. It does 3 different things that are all really good. The Trunk from Team Electros should be able to survive an alley attack versus thinks it's going to take some pretty serious damage. I'll shout that one out. The idea is they're going to be putting a ton of pressure on this Colonel Ruffs or Finks, the gem carrier. So you have 2 brawlers constantly pressuring. The idea here is that they have Otis just to, you know, defend in general, keep those picks open for themselves. But They're going to be putting so much pressure on the gym carrier. Their plan is that eventually they'll break through. That they'll kill him at least once and get those gems. Lost that world champ diff. It's true that Response is a world champion. But I'll tell you, when I in person called him a world champion, the next words that left his mouth were Mickey Mouse Worlds. It was online worlds. And they had the ping diff. Response is good, but, you know, there still remains a mystery of whether, you know, at LAN he would have been a world champion in 2020. Yeah, the online worlds. Just wild. Is that Response and Jay had to retire? Military service, dude. That's the case for Jay, at least. I don't know about Response. I know that Brawl Esports was really, really challenging for Response mentally. Sergeant hard carry mechanically in drafts. He is a, like, ridiculously good player. It's a shame that, like, Indian Brawl Stars is not on, I guess, the same level as the rest of the world, because if it were, then Sergeant would be, like, all people talked about. It's going to be a countdown for FA Bobby. It's an advantage that they needed. Looking at Duin, he could seriously use that super. Going to feed a little bit of utility to Bobby and Patchy along the way. Sands gets diffed in the realm. And Patchy recovers all these gems. But you know what? An interruption is an interruption. This gives enough tempo to Team Electros to get the lead back and start running away. 10 seconds to go. It's a destruction onto Alley. 8 seconds now. A death on defense. 5 seconds. Bobby needs to clear this corner. Memon can get behind someone and get a kill. Gem recovered by Team Electros. Oh, it was so close. Did you see how ridiculously close that was? Gem picked up right before FA Bobby got gem number 10. Team Electros went up to 11 right before FA Bobby got gem number 10. A split-second difference, and FA Bobby would have interrupted the countdown, giving them another 15 seconds. That's got to hurt. Match point for Team Electros. Can they make this happen? Excuse me, happen 3-0 style. Heard he couldn't play an EU because of his ongoing degree. And that's crazy. Someone who plays as well as he does, and they're studying. Okay, immediate destruction by Team Electros. That's got to be a huge disappointment for FA Bobby. Probably feeling quite defeated after that one. Not letting it get to their heads too much. Oh, but they are running it down. And they are feeling the heat. Bobby eliminated with a fat splatter. Here comes the aggression from Trunk. Patchy. Ooh! Just in the nick of time, Sands swipes in with the alligator attack. And Memon into the realm. Where will he appear? In a bush, and Sands knows just where it is. That's the sixth sense that you get when you've played Brawl Stars at a high level from such a young age, and you've been playing pro for 3 years. Oh, what an awesome read. To be fair, that gadget didn't leave much for the imagination, but the execution was there. 10 gems for Team Electro. Sands needs to be a hero. Has that super. No kill on a Memon. Memon had his super. 10 seconds. Bobby looks for some value. He's muted. Needs some assistance. Just nothing to be found. 2 seconds to go. Team Electros count down the seconds. It's a match win. They do it 3-0. And they head on to the final round, where they will face the victors in the upper bracket. For now, FA Bobby are headed out in 3rd place in the Supremacy League. Well done, Team Electros. A hard-fought victory. Let's see how the bracket is shifted. FA Bobby down 0-3 after a real battle versus Vatic in the loser semifinal. So that leads us to Tribe versus TE in the grand final. Hey, does anyone recognize this one? Does this one seem familiar to anyone? This music is really familiar, but I'm not sure where I've heard it before. Anyway. The grand final will be Tribe versus Team Electros. Much reminiscent of our last monthly final. SpongeBob type of bubble music. I think that's why it sounds familiar. Yeah. It is very SpongeBob-esque, isn't it? Sounds cartoony? Yeah, it sounds a little gloopy. Gloopy, bloopy type beat. Mm-hmm. Slight! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream, Slight. How are you? How was the stream? Hello to all the new people tuning in for the first time. Splatoon type music? I just don't know where I've heard it before. But yeah, like Splatoon type of music. You're very right. Okay, so we have discussed the grand finals. We're going to be headed there momentarily. Man, I feel like getting a snack. But I would have to go downstairs for that. Darn. I would have to move. I would have to physically move my body to go somewhere. Would I be down to interview Snoy if they win? Yeah, I suppose so. What type of snack? I don't know. Whatever I can find in the pantry, man. I would be down to interview Snoy. I interviewed him on BSC. And we discussed a little bit before getting the questions. I remember going like, what up, Snoy? Like, when was the last time we even talked? And he's like, I don't know, like probably in Skull City one time. Yeah, it was funny to run back the Skull City VC while being recorded, I suppose. But we'll be getting into the game in just a second. We're waiting for Tribe Gaming and Team Electros to get ready. Skull City is diabolical. Yo, you got to farm skulls. Dude, I really want... I think he said it in the interview, but they didn't include it. Oh, no, never mind. He said in the winter interview. He's like, I'm going to go farm some skulls now or something like that. My Brawl Cup favorites. Favorites to go to Brawl Cup. Team Electros, Tribe Gaming. Look over in EU. The whatever team Guesty is playing for. I guess that's Foot. And what was the other one? That no, not the one that beat SK. But it's going to be tough for SK to come back from that. Let's see. Humble also. Yeah, like, real milquetoast takes from me, of course. Crazy Raccoon also possible. Zeta Division, a favorite of mine. Crazy Raccoon have kind of a while to bring things back, but like Zeta is definitely a top favorite of mine. Road to Brawl Cup. Let's see. I think Revenant will probably make it through. It's possible. It's possible that Jay's team beats them, but it's a possibility. I don't think it's that likely. And what else? What other regions? South America. South America things are all screwed up. Loud SKC underperforming. It's possible that they come back. It's going to be a weird tie matchup there. I'm not sure exactly how it works out if the teams that made it to grand finals last month finish in semifinals and then the others finish in grand finals. I guess we have 3 months going into that. Probably tied up. Yeah. SK would be a favorite of mine if they hadn't kind of face planted in month 1. It's always possible to come back, but they're going to have to come back harder, right? Think Fennel or Rival makes it to Brawl Cup along with Zeta. From East Asia. No, I didn't actually watch East Asia too intently. I need to do that this weekend. Or upcoming weekend. How much for the hat? Well, given that this has been worn so much, you can actually see the damage on it. It is now a priceless artifact. And it contains too much of my casting power. I couldn't let it fall into the wrong hands. You know what I mean? Okay, everyone, are you ready for the ultimate matchup of Supremacy League? It's Tribe Gaming with your very own Luffy of Puerto Rico, RBM and Diego Gamer of Mexico, and Killer, your sole Guatemalan representative in North American Brawl Stars. On the other side of the arena, it's Snoy from Canada, Memin from Mexico, Duin from South Korea, and Lexus. And I gotta squint to see this one, but I think that's Morocco. Best of luck to both teams. Let's shake hands and agree. No foul play, no gouging eyeballs, and no headbutts. It's the ultimate match. The grand finals, the pinnacle. It has all been coming down to this. And only a maximum of 5 sets separates each of these teams from victory. Who will win and who will be relegated to second place? Something they probably won't even brag about. It's the pain of coming in second place. Everyone cares about who won it all. People don't care all that much about who were one match short of doing the same. Can someone correct me? Is it Doin or Doin? People blame him unnecessarily for that gray play at Worlds last year. Who? No headbutts? El Primo, he's a wrestler. He knows flying elbow drop, but nothing beyond that. Doing. Doin. You see, literally no one agrees on this. So I'm going to pronounce it my own way. Doin. And if anyone wants to take issue with that, I want a majority vote. Sans says Doin. Yeah, and I bet he also says WinQ instead of Wink. Okay, I'm putting words in his mouth. I don't think anyone is like a singular authority. I'm going to have to ask the guy himself. Doin. Gotcha. We were told on monthlies to say Doin. Do-I-N. Doin like in loin. It's Wink. It's Rank. That's how you would say it. I don't know if I'm going to call him Wank. That's kind of an inappropriate word. Sirloin steak. Serve them up, man. Okay, are we ready? This one snuck in. It's Sneaky Fields. Bit of trivia about this map. Did you know that Lex made this map? Yes, Lex Brawl Stars. The guy who wears the cap and has 7 kids. Former mechanic who now makes Brawl Stars videos and has for the last several years. 7. Rough estimate, give or take, but I'm pretty sure the number is somewhere around 7. Best community-made map. Love some Sneaky Fields. We can talk for a while about just the things that I like about this map. I like that the back lines are covered up by bushes. I like that you don't have a straight shot into mid, or from mid into the goal, so you actually have to win your way forward instead of getting a cheeky shot. I like that you have an area that you can hide kind of on the lane, so if you lose on lane, it's not all the way. You can get chased for a little while. You can pocket the ball in the corners. You have a mid that is important to play for because you have bushes. And, of course, it's Brawl Ball. Who doesn't love Brawl Ball? Then, of course, you have the goal itself. Has obstacles in it that can be broken open to facilitate an easier shot on goal. Just so much to love about this map. The quintessential bush map in Brawl Ball, and sorry, Pinhole Punt, but you do not get to wear that title. It is Sneaky Fields through and through. Because it was such a heavy tank meta. Well, you know what? That is something that Vision Gear has helped out a lot, because now you can have a mid that has like a spread shot. I'm looking at, yeah, for example, Spike. For a good time, you'd see Finks always played mid here. Bo. Oh man, so what's Luffy cooking? Y'all, do you think he runs Circling Eagle here? That would actually be diabolical. So in case you were not informed, Bo's Buffy for the Circling Eagle star power makes it so that when he attacks from a bush, it doesn't make him visible. Kind of like a hypercharged Leon super. The projectiles just appear. Gadget has such a big radius now. Yep, also that. You are charging supers like there's no tomorrow. This would, you know, in the hypercharge meta would mean a bigger deal. But like, let's say you had a Tara, for example. That's a big deal. You are charging those hypercharge supers quite quickly. You think we ought to get an interview with Luffy? Because he is downstairs right now. That would be kind of fun. Safari. It's good to see you around still, dude. How have you been? One of your favorite maps, even though you were bad in it. Oh, Canal. I didn't love Canal, personally. Ooh, okay. So Team Electros go with the Willow. So Tribe Gaming have to assess whether they will break down walls. A tank even might struggle into the Willow because she has just like the strongest CC in the game. Literal mind control. Is Luffy in my house? So it's a 5-bedroom house. Luffy lives in one of those bedrooms. He is downstairs at the moment. There are 2 bedrooms downstairs and 3 upstairs. So I'm in one of the upstairs bedrooms. Square is in another and Z is in another. Okay, and the Kenji to create the aggression. Kenji should be able to survive a rogue crocodile attack. Should also be able to pressure this Colonel Ruffs. Willow is going to have to dive. I think the Kenji is correct here. I like Tribe Gaming's composition. I'm always, however, fearful of an alley. Some extra living space? Well, I mean, it's all occupied now. Are there global bans? Nope. Disconnect his Ethernet right now? No. Though, I could do it. I mean, it's only a few feet away. For the right price, JK. Even though it's a joke, it's probably not something that Luffy would ever want to hear someone joke about. Someone disconnecting his internet while he's playing in the tournament. Pretty quick super for Willow. That is doing, by the way. Here's the mind control on the loop. Oh. Wait, what? What just happened there? Okay, that was very confusing. I could not tell where the play was. That was incredibly confusing. You see the mind control go over to the left side, and then Memon solos it. And over the wall, through the bushes. To Team Electros goal we go. That was the alley play. Ball pocketed in the back left now. There'll be some mind control, wins them. Luffy deposited it deeper and without ammunition on Team Electros' side. And Luffy actually, yeah, does get a bit of positioning. Some damage, but nothing worthwhile. Tribe Gaming still find themselves in the back foot. Look at the remote detonation. But still no dice. All it did was break open those walls. Bo's pretty like rudimentary wall breaker, not usually the best, but I think that was placed intelligently by Diego Gamer. Here comes the hypercharge, the mind control. Any worthwhile targets? Will it be Luffy? No, not necessary. Solid defense from Luffy, but the walls are broken open, and it's an easy one for Team Electros to walk across the goal line. Spike. It's difficult to play Spike into a thrower. RBM's got to do it nonetheless. Also interesting to see Luffy on the aggro this time. Usually that's RBM's role. But Luffy, I think, has a lower ping because RBM is in Mexico and Luffy is here. He's on like 10 ping max. Oh, this has got to be it. Dash forward, super in, avoids the shot. Really clean execution from Luffy. Well done. But next time, Team Electros are going to have the Willow super. Can't pull that off twice unless you catch her off cycle. Luffy with a swift rotation over to the right side. Would have the Kenji super of a lifetime if he just wants to get damage. Should be the tripwire to break things open. Mimon's ready for it to create the aggression onto Diego Gamer. Nullify his ability to use that gadget. Here comes one. Ooh, just did not find the mark. Yeah. Very anticipated by Diego and Luffy on the top right. RBM wins lane. and everything else is cleared out. Could this be the pass over? Mimmin has the damage. Once the interception, nearly got it, but Luffy brings it through in the end. One game apiece, everyone. Set number 1 comes down to a final game. RBM plays the tanks, and yet, where is the tank you speak of played by RBM? What I mean to say is, this is pretty contrary to the typical team dynamic we see from Tribe Gaming. L ball knowledge. What did I do? What did I miss? Isn't Kenji a tanky assassin? Yes, he is. It's tanky because of the gadget. I want to know why someone was questioning my ball knowledge, though. Sam is listed as an assassin in the game. Yeah, while he's played as anything but, and there's only 1 star power you can use for him. What a shame, what a shame. And his hypercharge charges so slowly you'll never be able to get it. Well, that's an open goal right there. Oh, over-aggression from Luffy. And he gets to run down the clock a little bit. Everyone's got their utility. It looks good and fine and well. And the hypercharge is available. It's 2 popped by Team Electros. They're going to try and force this one through. Mimmin got it done already. Good avoidance. Wants one more shot on Diego Gamer. Won't get it. It is a Willow surrounded by the world. Wanted to intercept that pass, but couldn't. Luffy with an open goal, and it's tied up here. Abnormal to have Luffy on Kenji. He's top 3 in the world on Kenji. I guess fair enough. I'm just pointing out that RBM is typically the one who plays tanks on the roster, and that's how it's always been. And that with the team dynamic shifting to, you know, have Luffy on lower ping than RBM, then it is ideal to place him on a ping-dependent brawler. Specifically a high execution movement brawler. But you're possibly correct. You know, maybe my analysis is misguided. It'll be a pass over to Snoy. Mind control in effect. Team Electros get the game win and the set as a result. This brings us to an 0-1 scoreline. Team Electros lead with 1. Bo is doing almost nothing. It's been a common criticism of Bo, actually. Something that Wiggly Spoo has noted a lot. He is just not a Bo enjoyer. CR has plot armor. They most certainly do not. I have no idea why CR made it so far at Worlds, because it didn't really feel like they changed much. Felt like they played better mechanically, but I don't feel like their drafts were that much different. Do you? Bo can hit through walls again. Really? Like his explosion radius is large enough to hit through walls? How come? Or is it with certain skins? His hyper increases the radius. Ah, with buffies. Oh, interesting. Well, fair play. I'm not opposed to that, actually. With hyper buffy? Got you. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that his hyper buffy did that. They didn't draft as bad as they usually do. Fair. Milkrio and Moya played out of this world. That is also true. Yeah, Milkrio was a monster. Moya locked in. Moya won MVP in the Brawl on D'Or. Let's not forget that. They had Mental. I see. Do you think they were also underrated as an opponent? The meta benefited them a lot. That's another important thing to consider, because when you look at their brawler selections, didn't really like change that much. They're still sticking Milkrio on like really consistent long range brawlers. Like, to put the guy on Brock. Think about a different meta. Like, if you pick Brock, you just get run over. You get aggroed, hypercharge meta. I don't, you know, they played in a very different meta the entire year. So KJO raises a good point, I think. We're going to be waiting for the next draft. Here we go. Set number 2, it's Shooting Star. And how about the Shooting Star himself? The star player of shooting is what I mean to say. Angelo picked up first selection for Tribe Gaming. Cannot complain. is a fly guy with one eye and the other, I guess, is a compound eye. It's not an eye patch. He has a literal fly eye that I guess makes him a expert marksman. And I suppose being half fly also lets him hover over water, move faster than any other sharpshooter, and also have a considerable amount of HP. The drawback, pun fully intended, of playing Angelo is that he only shoots one shot, so you better make it count. Up to 4k damage, though, is quite nice. You also have got the healing the poison hypercharge that heals you as you move forward. And an escape mechanism if you want it. If you're not being properly pressured, you can shoot through walls, and that's just as fine. You look at a few key areas on Shooting Star where that would be useful, such as those indestructibles at mid, where people are going to play around until they can safely go in and get that blue star. But maybe Snoy will get active. He'll dash in, get that blue star more swiftly than Angelo can contest him for the position. Thank you, OO Clear, for the prime. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy that. I'm going to try and stream more this upcoming month. I wanted to in the last month, but I was unable to do so because I had to move. I bet you guys didn't know that after I finish up the stream for the Road to Brawl Cup on Sunday, last Sunday, I immediately started packing up everything in my apartment to move. And I moved all of the stuff in one day. And I finished at 3 a.m. I got like one 20-minute nap in the entire time. I was running on adrenaline. It was a serious grind. I'd woken up at 8 p.m. the previous day. Road to Brawl Cup started 8 hours later? Yeah. And I just did a straight shot through all the way to the end. Final tally was 31 hours awake. Insane. And I was moving stuff the whole time. Let's break down this draft in the end. It's going to be RBM on the Jae Young to contest that star. Looking for the damage as well. Should be fine for dealing with Mina. Yeah, the speed. Crow. Okay, so the Crow's going to get outranged. What I'm noting here is that there's a pretty sizable outrange difference here. Now, one thing I want to note with the Mina matchup into Crow, Mina thrives off of being able to dodge attacks. Crow is much more difficult to dodge. Because it fans out. You're going to get poisoned, man. You're going to get debuffed. Let's see how the lane matchups play out. We have Crow headed over to the left side, hoping to contest Mina immediately. Mimin rushes forward, but RBM had more speed. That is simply how the game plays. When everyone stays together, it gives Jaeyoung a whole lot of speed. Now here's the retreat from Tribe Gaming. We're playing a style of composition where you get that blue star, and then you retreat and play defense. They've given Mimin a whole lot of room on the right side, but he doesn't seem to mind. RBM is pretty fairly matched up at range. See a slow onto Diego Gamer as well, but no real impact there. Looks like the plays are going to come forth once someone gets seriously tapped up, or hypercharges and supers are charged. Diego Gamer got lit up, and he had to retreat around the left side. It's fine for him. He'll go for this pinch versus Gus on the right. Worked out just fine. Got in close range to guarantee that the shot impacted. Make it another kill versus Mimin for Luffy. You just can't really dodge his attacks. As Mina, you can go back and forth. It's like Stu. Stu into Meg is one that we saw a lot last year. Where Stu struggles long range for RBM. Yeah, don't sleep on Jaeyoung's range. This is a shutout so far for Tribe Gaming. You saw how much ground they conceded in that first interaction. Well, now they'll fall back to those lower ranks once again. See the super for doing Luffy over to the right side. Mimin gets two. Yo, where's the contest? Diego Gamer can't push up, and the poison only gets Mimin. Excuse me, doing. No, it was Mimin. Down to about 200 HP. Also has a projectile speed bug. This update, yes, look how fast it is. It's insane. 10 seconds ago, only one kill for Team Electros. The old in and out is what they need. No impact from Mimin. He might have to retreat around the right side. 5 seconds to go. Needs something huge. No one's on low enough HP. A kill on a Snoy on the back left. Puts Tribe Gaming in the lead. What is this? MVM. I don't think Tensai will ever be considered an underdog. In in the future, maybe, if his career starts to stagnate. It's been pretty consistent. One game so far for Tribe Gaming. It'll be a blue star in their possession. Team Electros have to play offense again. No utility, no nothing. Where's that matchup? Luffy rotating over towards mid to contest Memon. On the right side, we saw RBM get a cheeky kill, I believe, on Duin early game. That'll be a pinch and a half. Memon! Oh! The windmill criminal pushes right on through. Not a care in the world. Luffy is like, that's not a concrete barrier. I can walk through it and I can two-tap you. Classic blunder from Mina. 7-star lead for Tribe Gaming, Team Electros. A lot of work to do. Not only are they at the 7-star deficit, they have no supers just yet, and they are feeding yet more. Here's the aggression in. Luffy with the jump and a kill on Memon. Man's carrying 5 stars. He's... what? Okay. Don't really understand why he did that. I guess just feed those stars when it matters less, when it's not a game-winning condition, but I don't know why he did that. Literally fed a free kill to Bell. At least they killed Bell after he killed... I'm trying to make sense of it, but it's just not mathing out. Still, it's an 11-star lead for Tribe Gaming. Oh, and an excellent clip of the wall. Just one more kill on the Memon will do it. No contest. Or, well, I say no contest. But I will say that Team Electros did not contest Tribe Gaming really at all. Tribe Gaming wiped the floor with them here in set number 2. Hopefully we get those stats up. They got a kill in return. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is they got a kill in return, but did they have to sacrifice in order to get the kill? I don't think so. You didn't have to rush through and tank all 3 Bell shots to the face. 1 is fine enough. That was only 1 of 2 deaths for Luffy that entire game. Consider that for a Crow that typically needs to jump in to kill confirm. Really, really rough around the edges on that Gus game, however. Duin, when we did see him pop a super, it was often onto himself. Memon wasn't properly able to do anything either. See, Memon, as Mina, can take up a bunch of space. That's fine. Tribe Gaming are cool with you taking up space. They're going to fall back behind those walls. And when Memon did try and post up with a windmill behind the little 2x2 obstacle on the bottom right of the map, Luffy walked right on through. So, you know what it reminded me of? I feel like people are used to respecting those shields, or, you know, Mina players are used to people respecting those shields. If you ever watch Counter-Strike, do you know of Stewie2K, the smoke criminal? How about a windmill criminal? Just not respecting that windmill as effectively being a wall. Get inside of it when I least expect you. Have we seen any Glowbirds? It's a no on the birds. No birds so far. Anyone from Europe? It is pretty late in EU. Okay, we got some late night degens. Make yourselves known. 3 a.m. Yeah, it's like the witching hour. You know, 3 a.m. is when you start drinking like the Despicable Me Gru potion. Or, you know, whatever people are posting on YouTube Kids these days. Like, Among Us called me at 3 a.m. Why did they do that to the Dueling Beetles design? I don't know. I don't know if it's an official map image either. I think it's from Brawlify. Brawlify has been a little sus with the map images lately. In fact, I'm going to have to correct all the maps for the first day of playoffs. But what playoffs, you're asking? Well, the Road to Brawl Cup is happening in only a few hours. Practically falling asleep here? What could I do to make it more entertaining for you, Clayzit? The purple gems remind you of beta. The purple gems remind me of my Clash of Clans base with unupgraded walls. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Raven. What is that? What is that PvE mission? Is it called like Crystal Crush or Crystal Castle or something like that? Oh, Crystal Crust. Yeah, Crystal Crust. One that YouTubers used to like test new units on. How much for disconnecting Luffy's Ethernet? There's not a price on that. I would never do that to someone. When's a Clash of Clans stream? Never. I actually don't enjoy Clash of Clans. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything. It's just not the type of game that I really enjoy. Don't know why. Not really my thing. Don't know why I never really enjoyed it. It's not a very intuitive game. I feel like you have to look up attacks online. And I don't know. I just wanted to be able to play the game. Does that make any sense? Also, let's talk about the Ziggy over here. Now, the one wall breaker is Griff. I wonder if that'll be enough to move Ziggy back enough. Also, a Lou, played by Luffy, of course. Luffy on the Lou. You'll have to see it. But where's the counter? What is the Lou countering? The answer is nothing. It counters nothing here. If anything, it should be able to outrange that Griff a little bit. And its wall peak is just as bad as Griff. So it should be a fair matchup for them. We'll see if the lanes work out that way. Nope, it's going to be a spike lane to boot for Luffy. But he has the angle to dodge the curveball. Immediate wall break also to diminish the value of Diego Gamer, but he will naturally be playing around the indestructibles. No damage so far for Diego Gamer. He's going to be caught out on the left side, slowed and dismantled. But the initial control for Tribe Gaming has given them quite a bit of percentage. It's up to 25 so far. Diego Gamer now in position once again, and watch this. Big ol' circle moving to the side of Team Electros. And Luffy also moves people off the point with one of his own. I feel like those abilities could have been staggered a little bit more. But it works out just fine. Tribe Gaming, ideally, they count to 50% here. That way they can get 25% with each push. They're up to 42. Not really what they wanted, but at least they're alive. And as I say that, Diego Gamer falls on the left. No supers yet. This wall break is going to make it more difficult for Diego Gamer to push on the left side. But again, super time. Are they going to wait for that hypercharge to expire first? Well, this one's going deep. Ziggy's super moving into the back lines, pushing Griff over to the right, but no one's on the point. Diego Gamer can't sit over there, and Luffy has just chimed in from mid. Got some good solid dodges. The heals from RBM are also looking quite good. RBM now moves into the radius to start capturing for his team. 40% so far for Team Electros, and Tribe Gaming are blazing on past it, counting up to nearly double the capture so far. They just have the position. The Poco has kept them alive, and they've earned hypercharges, but the same goes for Team Electros. They'll pop one with Duin on the left side, and they move further in. Over expenditure of supers from from Team Electros. Diego Gamer has that hypercharge and super now, keeping Griff back with the use of his gadget. This one's pretty much in the books. Tribe Gaming should have this game, as long as they don't screw it up, which is looking quite unlikely. It will be a kill on RBM, but 10% is all that they need. And Luffy getting his super wouldn't be too shabby either. But the matchup is mismatched, we'll say. Nicely played by Luffy, bringing out the ice block. It's not very often that you see that one, but if anyone knows their way around a Lu, it's got to be the guy whose name starts with it. 3 seconds to go till Tribe Gaming captures this one. They have the lead now. Will they be the team to properly step to Team Electros? It's actually looking surprisingly likely. Tribe Gaming, of course, went toe-to-toe with Team Electros last month. Team Electros got the upper hand in the semi-final of all places. And I think this was a reckoning for Tribe Gaming. They need to bring this back. Holy dodges for RBM. There's a reason you put this guy on the support, because you just need the mechanics to hold it down. Holy smokes, that guy was dodging bullets like there was no tomorrow. He does have a range to work with, but also versus Spike, man, Guy looked like a robot over there. He was dialed in. It's going to be a pretty big, meaty super for Griff. He's got to have most of that charge back by now. One more contact. Should get it done. Ooh, maybe I should take it back. Not as much super as I expected charge. But look at the pressure that Tribe Gaming are exerting. Not even RBM can be taken down here. Yeah, unlucky. Mimid is feeling the pressure. Not a droplet of capture on that zone so far. Make it 70% now. Team Electros, not 1%. And here it comes. The first retake of the game for Team Electros. After being shoved down initially, pretty much by RBM's otherworldly dodging. Bro has B hacks. It's what I was thinking, but I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to, call him a hacker. But you know what? Hackers are not so much a thing in Brawl Stars. Oh. Okay, we're back. Hackers are not so much a thing on Brawl Stars unless they're playing B, so I think you're in the clear to say someone has hacks. Unless they're playing B. Diego Gamer with the super, going to move everyone towards the middle. They should be able to get back in without too much issue. Luffy also with the radius of freezing on the zone. Keeps people back more. Diego Gamer cycled out his super. It's curtains. Tribe Gaming have set number 2 in their back pocket. Man, what a dominant set. That's got to feel amazing for these guys, knowing that it was so possible for them to lose to Team Electros. There are a lot of different hacks. I mean, yeah, but no one plays them unless it's on B, really. Don't understand the Griff pick. They wanted to break open walls versus Ziggy. Yes, and also for Spike and Pierce. Synergize with the team and counter the enemy. Yeah, Ziggy's awesome. I played a good bit of him myself on ladder, and I know this is why you tune in to a competitive broadcast, right? It's because you want to hear the guy talk about his, 1K trophy ladder games. But that guy's a good look at the damage machine. Diego Gamer. It looked like it was going to be challenging. You see the piggy banks flying out of Doin immediately. And you think, okay, this is going to be quite hard for Diego Gamer. But Ziggy's gadget, the one that repeatedly spawns the lightning and auto-locks onto people, it's pretty good keeping people back on lane. Pushing any 3Ks? Not at the moment. Maybe next week. We'll see. Outdrafted the last 2 sets. Pure so. So what does Double Swoosh have in store for us? Tribe Gaming are a seasoned team. In their last match, Team Electros got the upper hand by exerting unreal pressure. They had double assassin. They had... Goodness. I know they were playing against an alley. They had a Lily and a Trunk. That's what they were going. Trunk's like a tank, but can function as an assassin. That was their strat. They eventually broke through and thieved all of the gems over their sides. Low-key, it's doing. Just funny to say it wrong. Gotcha, it's doing. Doing. Just doing it. Insta-locks the Bull. Because that BB is open and you can't risk it. Bull is also straight up good right now. Bull is fantastic against BB because he is immune to the knockback. Once you're, of course, mid-charge. So he hasn't been in meta since his release, so maybe now he'll get some time to shine. Yeah. In selected areas. Also hard to, see his attack because it is not telegraphed. Lightning just appears. Something that needs to be considered. No animation headed towards you when he attacks. You have to be focused on him. And then a little thing spawns under you. So, Jesse selected early on in the draft. This is actually pretty old school, which is funny to say for something that was the meta last year. But it is Protect the Gem Carrier. Tara also banned, so even there, Janet loses value. RT also. I can understand the math. You have something that can protect. Basically, double Gem Carrier. But some things that stick out to me, Spike, totally open. Wonder if that one will be selected. I think Janet's kind of a poor selection at the moment. Doesn't really do much damage. Hard for her to consistently do damage at range because it takes time for her attack to warm up. And that's with the star power. And she only becomes useful when she has a super. That's the only time that she's safe. Unless, of course, she runs the jump away. You've got a couple of options with your gadget. You can either get some visibility in bushes. That's easy for Spike to take down. Or you can jump away. Backstage pass is what it's called. Jump away with your next attack. Spike coming in from Team Electros. Pretty expected, honestly. This is the anticipated stuff. Tribe Gaming are going unorthodox right here. And Colt, break those walls open. Very interesting draft so far. I assume Spike will be the gem carrier. So what do we think Tribe Gaming go for here? Need something for the bull. They have evasive maneuvers, but, you know, retreating is a good way to keep those gems away. It's not a great way to hold on to territory on the map. Bow will be the method to the madness. Has comparable range to Colt, and also his attack fans out, so you should have some respectable range. He'll be playing the bad side, most likely. It's Luffy piloting the bow today. Tribe Gaming got to finish out strong. 1 set to go, and they will win the Supremacy League. Team Electros, on the other hand, the Whiz Kids. 3 boy wonders crammed into one roster are on the back foot. We've been out-drafted for 2 sets in a row. Is this the one that sends them home? Second place, no badge of glory to wear. And also having vengeance exacted upon them by the team that they beat in the monthly finals last month. Well, RBM has shut down Snowy early game, and now it appears that RBM knows something that we don't. He can get a couple of attacks onto Bull or whomever, and then teleport all the way back. But Sonoy knows that he can just shift lanes. It's difficult for RBM to move over there. He's basically a worse Jackie now. No movement, just damage, but he's got one and destroys the cactus on the back lines. Sonoy continues to exert the pressure. However, it's a free kill on Luffy. Chains the dash together. And look at the wall break also. Pretty nice interaction there for Memon. Makes it easier for Duin to fan out those attacks and get some vision. We'll see Luffy swap lanes over to the right side. Memon getting in close range. Once he's in close, you're basically bearing witness to your own doom because he is so fast. Here comes the blender. RBM only trades. Took the assistance of Diego Gamer to shut that one down. Even on the gym count so far, backstage pass utilized by Diego Gamer, who found himself in the sweet spot and avoided all the damage from the curveball. Team Electros have all their gems on top of their most aggressive brawler now. Not good at all. If Sonoy knows what's good for him, he'll sacrifice himself in a way that the gems can be recovered by a teammate. Stunned on the right side. That's disastrous, but maybe Spike can get in here. Hypercharge utilized, but still not good enough. And Luffy's running for the hills. Needs some help to get rid of Memon, but Diego Gamer, nope, doesn't have the damage to get it done. Look at the concentrated beam of projectiles from Colt. The hypercharge is so good combined with the Buffy. And there's a defense from Luffy. Now Duin has to hold this together at mid. Bull's got to be respawning any second. One gem is all either team needs to begin that countdown. But neither will be safe. That countdown can be interrupted. Diego Gamer is going to be the first one to make a move, but he won't have an escape on the other side, so he needs to get this one back. No utility there as the backstage passes way away and sentences his team to a 2v3. Watch them fall one by one to the onslaught from Team Electros. Countdown begins again, this time for Team Electros. Snowy the first to fall, 10 seconds to go. There is enough time for Tribe Gaming to... Oh, no, there's not, actually. They have no choice but to move forward. 3 seconds left. Just one kill will do it, but it's not enough. Team Electros get the game, and we move on to match point. Excuse me, not match point. I totally misspoke. It's a not match point. Set point, I suppose. I was very much expecting Tribe Gaming to get that in the end. The monthly Ready Set stream, I know. Take it in while you can, Orangey. I know it's not match point, I misspoke. It happens from time to time. Not often. In fact, I don't know the last time I miscalled something like that probably years ago. So for the third time correction, everyone, it's not match point. Team Electros, however, could drag us to a set 5. Today is Road to Brawl Cup's decider for Sesa. Yes, I will be back very soon. Once the stream wraps up, I am going to sleep, and then I'm waking up a few hours later. Move in from Snoy despite RBM splitting in half. Snoy still gets a takedown. Diego Gamer with a complicated set of maneuvers. Look at that super in the back lines. Meanwhile, Snoy is tearing it up. A Tribe Gaming spawn. Skill for Mimmin onto Luffy, and this mid belongs to Team Electros. No more mines left to eliminate. Doing knows that all too well. It'll be a kill on Mimmin. As Tribe Gaming get the retake into mid. The retreat from Team Electros, however, doesn't put them in a bad spot at all. They only need 1 gem. Even Snoy could pick it up. Ooh, but that's going to be difficult. With the Hypercharge active, still a stationary target is always simple for Mimmin to beam down. 1 super out. A Hypercharge for Mimmin. Goes for double. Gets it. 1 gem left for Team Electros to put 10 gems on Doin' and have him walk all the way back. Where's the movement? Well, Diego Gamer doesn't have a Hypercharge. He can take to the skies. Luffy can cut someone off on the right side, but it's not going to be enough time. 1 second to go. Team Electros move us on to set number 5. We're going the distance in this grand final, everyone. That Colt does have motion. He has so much speed. Mechanical monsters, these kids. They're just different on gem grab. Dude, they are so fast-paced. And now we have ready set with an important message. After these stats, I suppose. Let's take a look. Across the board, a struggle for Tribe Gaming. You see Diego Gamer is mostly playing on defense. Really metered game. Not dropping those gems too much. 3 deaths is kind of high for a gem carrier. But the pressure was there. Snoy pushing him constantly. Also, yeah, for a gem carrier that has 2 ways of escaping a push. Too much pressure. And it didn't even take a bunch of assassins like Team Electros had to run into F.A. Bobby earlier. So, or excuse me. Yes, it was into F.A. Bobby. If Tribe loses, it's because they didn't win. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Most times people lose because they don't win. Okay, as I said, we now go to ready set for an important message. Hello, everyone. This is your commentator, Ready Set. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. We're going into the final set of this competition, the Supremacy League. Here in the grand finals, it is 1 set separating either one of these teams from victory, all of the glory, and of course, the lion's share of that cash. But the action on the Ready Set Twitch channel does not end here. No. After the conclusion of this event, if you tune back in a few hours, you'll get to witness the Road to Brawl Cup Sesa, where we're going to be finding our competitors for the second day of playoffs. It is day 1 of an epic weekend of action. So I hope to see you guys there. We are only, let's see, 7.5 hours out of the start of that one. So I hope to see you guys then. But for now, back to the competition here at the Supremacy League. Thank you all for listening to that message. You like my hat? Thank you, Orangey. I actually like that too. It fades so slow. Isn't it awesome? We'll find out what that map is in a second here. This is just the clean feed. It should be going there any second. Is there a bracket reset? I don't think so. Thank you, Give Chocolate. I'm just clip farming over here. I don't know if that's punchy enough for a clip, but that's all I'm doing. Am I going to cast NA and EMEA monthly qualifiers? I'm only going to do North America, but I might do EMEA next month. Wouldn't that be fun? EMEA next month because, well, I have Road to Brawl Cup on Sunday morning. It would be kind of a marathon. Can you imagine starting the stream at 2 a.m. and then finishing at around like 8 p.m.? One of my expectations regarding Neo Moko, I think the game's done for, personally. I think it's over. Essentially, they're removing like a big aspect of the game where you make builds. Like you make your own builds for specific things. And they're creating pre-done builds. So essentially what they're doing is they're getting rid of building characters and they're putting brawlers in the game. I think also like the gameplay loop just gets pretty boring. There are a lot of bosses where you have to like cheese them in a very specific way. That or you just gotta like get stronger. And you gotta grind your levels. It didn't take very long for the game to become kind of unengaging for me. Also, I think the seasons were really short. The game has potential, but it won't compare to Brawl Stars and Clash Royale. I mean, certainly not. I gotta commend the effort. Also, something that I love about Moko is they don't monetize progression. But it's a shame that Moko is going to be looked at as an example of how monetizing progression, or how monetizing only cosmetics doesn't work. It really saddens me that Moko will probably be used as an example of that. Because I think Brawl Stars would be a much better game. Clash Royale would be a much better game without the monetization of progression. Like, sure, let people grind to make their cards more powerful, but the progression is so heavily monetized that it takes away from the game. However, it doesn't take away from the game enough to make it a bad game. It takes it away from the game just enough to leave it as still a good game, but not as good as it could be without being able to pay to win. And that is the balance that I believe they seek to strike. You know, profit as much off the game as they can while still making a good game. Hell, that's the goal of every game. Look at Vainglory. They fell and they were the MOBA back in the day. I know nothing about Vainglory is a crazy thing, Bacon. Though I do know that when I started like streaming Brawl Stars, there were a lot of Vainglory refugees streaming the game. A lot of people who were people in Vainglory that were kind of no one in Brawl Stars. Frank into RT. It's factual. Let's see how it plays out. Analyzing the draft real quick. Who do you think has the advantage? I'll tell you this much. Frank is going to be immune to that hypnosis from Ollie on a timer. So that is a little concerning. Looking at what Ollie is running also, I figure he's going to be running the hypnosis at range. We'll see if that happens. We'll see Luffy on the right side also getting pushed back. Team Electro's just trying to clear out this right side of the map. Looks successful for now. They have possession. Also, wall break is going to make it more difficult for RBM to have any stronghold. Another excellent wall break there from Snoy. Diego Gamer has to fall back accordingly. Mid belongs to Team Electros. And the more shots Memon hits, the closer he gets to his hypercharge. Let's not forget that. I guess that is true for any brawler. However, Memon already has a super. And I think it takes him like, what, 2.5 cycles of his super to get a hypercharge? And that is a win condition for the end of the round. So now Tribe Gaming had to fall back in a major way. We'll see a little bit of damage on Luffy. Snoy's getting up close and personal. Keep in mind, he only has the wall break. He doesn't have a jump away. He's going to go for additional damage on RBM. On the top side, it's Hypnosis. RBM also falls. It is a round 1 win for Team Electros on a single death incurred on their side. I'm not going to go grief Luffy, Nikita. Gave out skins too much for free and overinvested on esports that caused the game's downfall. You don't think what caused the game's downfall was You're saying they over-dedicated efforts into esports and not enough into the game itself? And gave out skins too much for free. You think that hurt their finances? And they had no progression system. So did Vainglory fail because they didn't have enough players? Or did it fail because of the game, or because they like misallocated funds? Oh, here's the execute. Memon with the blades out. RBM down. Diego Gamer in close range. Hypnosis and death. Team Electros on a warpath to carve out a spot as the victors of the Supremacy League to declare themselves the true Supreme. 1 game left. Tribe Gaming appeared to be in the driver's seat for the most of this match. They got an outdraft in sets 2 and 3, but Team Electros outplayed them in set number 4. Now it appears to happen in set 5 once more. Make the GC with Snoy for the interview? You can. I'm pretty sure I have Snoy friended. But I appreciate it. Misallocated funds that revenue couldn't keep up with. Ah, I got you. So they were too ambitious with their projections of revenue. My gosh, look how far back RBM's been forced. And all that had to happen was for Ollie to move towards him. Meanwhile, on the top side, you see Luffy trying to pinch in Snoy. Okay, an eye for an eye. May make everyone blind, but it does equalize the matchup 2v2. Luffy has the super to deny aggression inwards. Would be super helpful. There it is. RBM in position. 1 smack and nothing. But at least they should get this kill onto Memon. Oh, no. Hypnosis in too soon. Luffy. Yo, get out of here. I don't want to see the buffering. Hey. I want to see the match. Luffy versus doing in close range. Look at those dodges. Tribe Gaming get 1 round. India owns NA. Guys, it's Rage Bait. You guys stay cool, calm, and collected. Holy hypercharge is coming out. That's a huge expenditure for Team Electros. They use 2 there. It's pricey. Tribe Gaming can work on getting some utility, but at this point, Diego Gamer just needs to die. He's going to be treated as a super battery. Just trying to get away. It's going to be hypercharge for free for Ollie. Unlucky. He's getting milked at the moment. And as soon as those abilities were wasted, or not wasted, but used by Team Electros to win the round, they have come back because it was such a swift execute. Diego Gamer couldn't die if he wanted. There was no poison to use. Hello, Stabby Duck. This could be it, the final round, if Team Electros can finish the Italian job here. 3 supers in play. RBM out of position. As soon as he comes into view, Memon seems to be ready to mark him up. He's got a hitbox the size of an SUV. All of Tribe Gaming forced into that back left corner. That poison is going to start creeping in any second now. From the top side, Luffy trying to take up positioning, but no kills just yet. Memon on low HP. This could be the moment. Hypercharge in. It's massive. RBM wants that kill, gets the stun, but the punish is out from Snoy with the rocket rain still. Only equalized. RBM could have the game-winning ability. The hypercharge super, but the rockets from Snoy find their mark. It's only 1v1. Luffy needs the damage versus Snoy. There it is! The final dagger. Snoy gets it done, and Team Electros are your Supremacy League victors. First place from the bottom side of the bracket, in Tribe Gaming swept aside in their wake. 1v2 to finish it off as Brock, no less, and in close range on knockout. Snoy, you are an animal. What a finishing move. They scraped themselves up off the ground in the lower bracket. But it's still only a reset, everyone. I suppose. I saw the victory come out, and I thought that was going to be it. But, okay, maybe there's a bracket reset. No one informed me. Bracket reset. Can we rewind? Did it say that they won? Okay, whatever. I just called a winning moment, and turns out it's a bracket reset. I'm going to say I'm not accustomed to a bracket reset. Also, it's getting dangerously close to when I want to go to sleep. Can we see a bracket, though? I'm Chud. Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about, Gak? Am I delusional, or did it say that they, like, won? Hang on. Wait, what the heck? Oh my gosh, holy views on YouTube. YouTube, I have not looked at your, I've not looked at your comments at all. I've not read a, sorry YouTube, I've not read a single message on YouTube. There are 179 people watching on YouTube? Oh, it's so wild. What happens if I ask you guys to subscribe? Does that make subscriptions appear on YouTube? Hello, everyone. It is a bracket reset. I did not think there was going to be a bracket reset. I just came back to YouTube to see the winning moment again. Because I'm like, did I call that incorrectly? Grow the facial hair out. I don't know, man. I don't know if I should. There's Grand Finals reset. No, Gak did not tell me this, in fact. So I guess we're going to run it all over again. Okay, it just said victory. I guess it didn't say that they won the whole thing. Maybe my bad. Why is there a bracket reset? Because it is double elimination. I guess I'll look at some YouTube messages now. Hello, YouTube. I don't think I have read a single message on YouTube. But now I have. YouTube folks, I think you're going to be excited. I have a video coming to you guys in a few days. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, even though I said that they won the entire Supremacy League, which they didn't. There appears to be a bracket reset that I didn't know about. I am not accustomed to bracket resets and double elimination. Because throughout all my time, like, running Rival Challengers League, we never did a bracket reset. Holy muscles? No, they're not. Well, now I'm putting my arms away. I don't even work out. But maybe it's a carryover from, you know, doing athletics in high school, which was wild to think about. It was 8 years ago. This means you get another chance to unplug Luffy's router. Very true. Very true. We'll see if that can influence the direction of the game. Well, look who snuck in. Hold up. Is this a bit of deja vu? Maybe my memory's starting to go. Pack it up, everyone. I'm turning 26 tomorrow, and the early onset dementia has kicked in a little too soon. Why is it Sneaky Fields again? I guess they didn't have a second map pool for the Grand Finals. So let's do it again. Okay. Everyone, it's your second serving of Sneaky Fields. It ain't that hard to come up with a map pool on the fly. Believe me, Bacon, it actually is. It actually is. Too much would have to change, and then we'd have to take a long break to fix it. So, Gromban. What? I guess because of the Watchtower? Well, now it's a match arena, though. Run the same maps over again. I gotta find something, like, I gotta find some extra entertainment now that we're watching, like, the same drafts over again. What kind of entertainment do I have? Subway Surfers? You actually could be onto something. How about I read you the back of a supplement that I take? I'm going to name some words you've never heard in your life. Ready? calcium pantothenate, sodium alginate, sodium bicarbonate, dextrose, deionized water, natural flavor, grapefruit seed extract, and polylysine. Directions for use. Take 1 teaspoon or more as needed or as directed by your physician after meals and before bed. Was that interesting, everyone? Does that make good content? Like, is that solid? Oh my gosh, wait. I just remembered. I have the stimulation somewhere. Hold up. I know what to do. I just have to find the file. It's saved as stimulation.mp4 somewhere. Let's see. Could it be in stream assets? I found it. I found stimulation.mp4. Now you guys should feel stimulated. There we go. How's this, guys? Do you like Minecraft parkour? Because I like Minecraft parkour. Aw, oh, darn. That's a tough jump. Maybe I'll make it next time. Come on. Oh, we did it. All right, next one. Ah, oh, darn. Okay, guess we're going back to the beginning. And there we go. Come on. Yes! Okay, just gotta make this one count. Oh, forgot to jump. Okay. Surely this is the one. I guess we'll return to the simulation later. For now, we gotta watch Brawl Stars, I guess. It's Tribe Gaming versus Team Electros Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Current objective, defend mid. And probably not to be taken down by Cordelius on the right side. Ooh, narrowly missed a Shadow Realm. It was a little tip off there to Cordelius. There it is. Diego Gamer out of the equation. Easy pass over to Snoy is all that it'll take. He's going to survive, it looks like. Oh, and then attempted a trick shot. Doesn't go anywhere. RBM forward with the defense, and Cordelius hangs up high for a cheeky kill onto Luffy. With Primo circling once again, a bit of a waste of the Shadow Realm. People, I think, pressing the buttons now. I'm the one playing, yes, but I'm missing jumps to Rage Bait people. Parkour Spiral is not hard. It's also not hard to get reactions out of people. Diego Gamer moves up the field. What do you got for us, Diego Gamer? Whoa. A telepathic takedown for Luffy. Upcharge popped for Diego Gamer. And nothing. No one plays into him. Had a Sandy of Hyper in 45 seconds because Team Electros are running a Death Ball composition. C, Poco, and double aggro. Jump up to Luffy. Looks wonderful. Excellent alley-oop. Let's put one up for Tribe Gaming. I'm actually going to have to calm down over here because the past 3 hours of solo casting are starting to impact my voice, and I have another thing only a few hours from now. Well done for Memon. You know what, folks? Yeah, this one's in the bag. Game for Tribe Gaming. The team that came through the upper bracket and lost at the 11th hour has started things off with a bang, already asserting dominance in the bracket reset round. Okay, folks, I'm going to get a snack because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything today, and it's about 9 p.m., so I'm going to be right back. Enjoy the games. All right, what's up, people? Most boring set incoming. Huh? Why is that? Oh, hey, can I give you guys a word of advice real quick? Something that I just learned. If you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you're like, I wish this thing were warm. Do not microwave it for 30 seconds and then pick it up with your bare hands. Because it was a fine temperature. However, some of the jelly spilled out and it was like molten lava hit my hand. And that didn't feel too nice. So yeah, don't do that. Okay, about the game. Set 1 went to Tribe Gaming. Get that lead early on. I believe Team Electros led with the win last time. That's a sick pull there on the RBM. Gets an 11-star lead for Team Electros. Holy smokes. Team Electros have a comp built for defense as well. You get the blue star as Kaze, and then you fall back for the rest of the time. That is the strat. And now they'll finally get to exercise that, but where is the Gene pull? They already used it on offense. But Snoy is gradually working his way towards the next one. Needs a bit of assistance. Ooh, smart from Snoy. Used the Vengeful Spirits to take down the Spiders. On the right side, Diego Gamer eliminated by Duin. Team Electros up by a staggering 13 stars. Ooh, that was quite the magic hand right there. And by that, I mean it was pretty bad. 30 seconds should be enough time to get another one. Should be enough time for Luffy to waste the shots again with some Spiders. Goes for the Spiders, but Vengeful Spirits are still here. Duin plays aggro with his Hypercharge. Doesn't even use it, in fact. He's on low HP on the right side. Memon looks for the kill onto Luffy. It's fine. Hypercharge to the sky should be one onto RBM, who teleports onto his own turret, and still that's not enough. 5 seconds left. Tribe Gaming, mathematically, they cannot bring this one back. It is game number 1 of Bounty, head of the way of Team Electros. Tribe Gaming, it's hard to say. If Nanny sits in 8-bit's turret, then they can one-shot Gene, maybe? I don't know about the others. Blue Star should go to the team with Kaze. That's Memon. And sitting up nice and pretty behind the Indestructible, Luffy will be able to hit behind the wall if he just gets the correct position on the yo-yo, which he does, but the Magic Puffs heal Memon back up to full HP. As Tribe Gaming push in, Team Electros are determined to fall back only gradually, and that's if they do, which they don't, in fact. Memon's able to push up to the next stronghold on Tribe Gaming's side, a foothold, if you will, this 2x2 obstacle. Harder for Memon to hide behind versus Luffy, I suppose. Ooh, my goodness. And a miss from Luffy on the super. Could have secured them the kill. Aggro in from Memon. Got to pave the way. Snoy gets the Elim with the use of the gadget. Memon also falls back. Excellent play between Memon and Snoy. As soon as Memon was on low HP, Snoy rotated the front to take the damage. Snoy ends up falling, unfortunately, for Team Electros, but great for Tribe Gaming. Gradually move their way forward. Oh, that's hefty damage versus Memon. He swipes out of there as he was knocking at death's door. Hypercharge in from Luffy. Could be someone going in that cocoon. In fact, it is going to be RT. Memon now pushing forward. Has to rotate over to the right side, but didn't have enough dashes to get it done. And no amount of hacks are going to get you that kill on RBM with the mark over his head. Team Electro still in the lead. They have better defensive abilities this time. Anyone gets too aggressive, Gene can pull. And Luffy will be incentivized to be mindful with those Spiders. Wants them to block a pull. And you can see Gene's flashing it, playing mind games with Luffy. Get in their head. 15 seconds, it's time for Tribe Gaming to step on the gas. They have no other option here. Inside of the damage booster, a Hypercharge Nanny Super. Should be a kill on someone. It's got to hit someone. No, not enough to take down RT. Pull on the Luffy. A 6-star lead. Actually, make it 9. Team Electros grace through set number 2 and get themselves a set victory, equalizing us. We now bring Ready Set on for an important public service announcement. Hello, it's me, Ready Set. I did yap about it a bit at the start of the set, but if you're ever thinking about microwaving a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I would highly advise against that, because it turns the jelly into a molten liquid that will burn straight through your hand, as I unfortunately have experienced. But this is a sacrifice that I make for you, my dear viewers, so that you don't have to make these mistakes yourself. Thank you for listening. Now let's get back to the stats. Okay. Man, that was a rough one for Luffy. Even when he thought he had the spiders to deal with Snoy, Snoy was like, okay, I'll just use Vengeful Spirits and one-shot all of them. Real crafty from Gene, I must say. What the? Okay, heavily mirrored bands over here. Only differential is the Cordelius and Poco band on either sides. Just toast the bread first. Well, I'll let you in on some intel. It was a Uncrustables. And Uncrustables. And it was frozen. And the bread, the perfect pillowy softness. The peanut butter, excellent consistency, just barely melted. The jelly, magma from the mantle of the earth. It spilled onto me, and worst part, I was actually in the pantry when it happened, without the light turned on. So it was like I stepped into a dark room full of bees and they just started stinging me. It was pain from nowhere. No, Orangey, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You know you're not supposed to. Toast the bread first. You know, Witty, I've enjoyed a good number of toasted sandwiches. And then I just kind of got tired of toasting things, you know? Just lost the magic for me. Once you see how the sausage is made, you realize, oh, maybe not always worth all that effort. Man, this feels like a draft I've seen before. You know what would actually make this so much more interesting? I mean, is anyone thinking what I'm thinking? No. No is the answer. Parkour. Come on, we can do it. Actually, hold up. I need to crop this a little bit. There we go. Yep. All right there and right there. And we're going to make that a little bit smaller. And put that a little bit right there. Perfect. You're right, I did. This is what I filmed for the Brain Rot Cup. Who needs YouTube Shorts? I got it for you right here. Let's skip a little bit ahead. I think wait, but I had more to show you. Don't you like Temple Run? Or how about some, a mobile game ad. Perfect. Oh, yep, eggplants, tomatoes, corn, we got them all. Another satisfied customer. Okay, let's see how this Amber works out. So far, it's been good enough for the defense. Mimmin defends around his windmill, and RBM caught in a tough place. Thankfully, Luffy is on the case. And all of a sudden, he's moved over to the left side, so RBM can be pinched, but Mimmin is not really interested. Luffy gets the kill, has the bats to show for his troubles. But one little wisp of fire will send him packing. Whoa, the aversion of the spike gadget by Diego Gamer keeps him in business, but Team Electros are all up on this point. It'll be Luffy in close range, and the bats find their way over the left side, but still, a kill doesn't mean all that much. You have to have consistent area control. 60% is where we're headed for Team Electros, and Tribe Gaming still at a measly 12. Luffy can move in, but this gadget's in rotation for Spike. He's not using it just yet. Dolan still being pretty conservative, used it to try and get the kill on RBM, which was unsuccessful. Mimmin knows he has to play here. Just, oh, okay. Well, Windmill will keep him alive a little bit longer, but he needs to hit these shots. Luffy lured in, and the same goes for Mimmin as he expires. In the wake of the bow mines, Snowy has to be cautious around these hypercharged bow mines also. No impact with Fat Splatter. from RBM. Hypercharge super in from Snoy on the right side. Memin dies in the interaction with Luffy. It's Snoy with one more super. He didn't use the hypercharged one, but at least he'll get a kill on Diego Gamer. Luffy will also die here. Not quite, unless Memin has something to say about it. Hypercharge out. It was pretty costly just to use on a Mortis. Memin dashes forward, going to find himself caught in the bow mines, but Team Electros only need 100% here, and they should have it. Luffy cross-eyed, 2 targets to take down, but can't even get one. Game 1 to Team Electros. The aggression from Tribe Gaming was not it. They were so staggered on the respawns. A disaster class Mortis. Not exactly that Luffy's bad at it, just it didn't seem to have any place on the map. Mortis versus Mina, you're just not winning that matchup. Mina's a great way of dealing with Mortis. She can dash away, she can deal damage, she can stun you. See how it goes. They're playing footsies around the edge of each other's ranges. Memin says, okay, cool, thanks for all of that space. I'm going to take it up. Pop down the windmill to cover his tracks. Though, possible overextension. Ooh, there's one kill, and Duin gets the next one. Luffy also survives to get another kill. Gadget deployed by Diego Gamer. It's a bit more supercharged for his allies, and super towards the back for Team Electros. They're going to lose some of their back lines. But it's a full team wipe on the point by Team Electros. With Duin rotating in once again. They should be 3 strong. Final member of Tribe Gaming respawns as well. Luffy on low HP will die to the fire from Snoy. And RBM also taken down. Diego Gamer again. Team wipe. And every member of Team Electros is here on the point, exactly where they need to be. So what's the lane layout? Who's going to take that right side? Looks like Snoy doesn't really want either. Standing in the middle benefited him, allowed him to trade. 2v2, and it just doesn't look advantageous at all for Tribe Gaming. The impact of the gadget from Duin works out, and Diego Gamer also taken down. Hypercharged bats from Luffy. Use that gadget to rotate far behind, but Snoy was like, that's telegraphed, man. Super waiting for him on the other side. Team Electros have this one now. 5% to go. No way Luffy can get in there, wasting their gadgets and attacks now because they know they have it. This team, the horror from the deep. That creature that emerges from the lower bracket to get a bracket reset is only one set away from winning the whole damn ding. Okay, well, we're going to wait on those stats, and then we can break them down. For now, I want to show you guys my snack. It took me a while, but I figured I would have a giant bag of goldfish. Yeah, last pick Mortis as well. Surely not the best thing that they could have last picked, but I guess they felt like they could make it work, and no. Tribe got comp diffed and skill diffed. That's the scary thing about facing Team Electros. Their minds are, holy smokes, Snoy. Their minds are pretty fresh from the draft, but mechanically, they kind of don't make mistakes. Thoughts on Rafiki Acro Evex? Who snuck bro in? This music puzzles me, everyone. I don't know where I've heard it before, but I've heard it in a meme. It is... I can best describe it as being gloopy. Gloopy music. This is what I imagine, like, level 1 slimes listen to for recreation. This is what, like, you know, Chew Jelly listens to in The Legend of Zelda. Splatoon music? It could be, it could be. Rafiki Evex just bum rush the other team might be the method. Evex is still going to be good. Rafiki's still going to be good. I wonder if Acro... Is Acro running Steal a Brain Rot with them? Like, what's going on? Why is that a team? Add second best to Rafiki Evex, and it might be the most toxic team ever. It would be the most toxic team ever, and therefore it would not win. That is the math. 2 wrongs do not make a right in Brawl Esports. Green muck. Yeah, shiny muck. This is what a Grimer listens to in the sewer. Okay, folks. Team Electros could take it all, and I could get a nap before my call time at 2 a.m. Let's see if they can finish it off on double swoosh. I heard once upon a time that there was actually just one swoosh, and then everyone queued up for the day on swoosh to find out that it had somehow duplicated. Because if you look at this map, what does each swoosh look like? Each swoosh looks like an embryo. It looks like life. And what does life do? It self-replicates. And bear with me here, everyone. There's also a gym grab map no longer in rotation called Cell Division. Don't ever say that this game wasn't deep. It's a commentary on the existence of life itself. Double swoosh. It's twice the swoosh that you paid for. I need a sleep, bro. Yapping. The lore on triple dribble? Oh, don't even get me started, man. Do not even get me started. Y'all, when you have watched like 500 sets of double swoosh, what more do you have to say? That's probably the first original thing I've said about double swoosh in like 6 years. You give me your vote? Yeah. The lore on Cavern Churn. I think you know the lore on Cavern Churn. Amber? Yeah, this is begging for like a Janet pick. Oh! Ugh! I wouldn't put it past Team Electros to run this. So, see, Tribe Gaming lead with the Tara counter. That keeps them flexible, right? They want to fully counter that Tara, they'll go Janet. Something like Amber, Buster. Buster would also be immune to the Kit stun, so that's also worth discussion. Kit also just got a buff. He is immobilized for a shorter period during the super. Actually, you know, it's kind of like a... Is it a buff? Is it a nerf? There's the Buster. Okay, they're committing more on the Tara counter. Do they go Janet? Are they going full anti-Tara? Is a question of the day. Or you play something that is in the current meta. It's a nerf, you stun less. You stun less, but also you yourself are stunned for a brief period, or a shorter period of time, so you can cycle out the super more quickly. Right? In the 1v1, it's a buff. But in the team play, it's a nerf. Nerf to assassin, buff to support. Yeah. And now the Chester, I guess in case anyone decides that they want a Mortis pick, or... Well, actually, I don't know why you'd run Mortis into Sandy Run. It's not a great matchup, but it's still possible. Janet. Okay. That's their gym carrier. Their strat is constant aggression. They'll have Tara out here getting bullied by the Sandy and the Buster. But it's kind of okay. Janet into Buster also, something to note on this interaction. I think it actually has changed now that every brawler has gotten an HP buff. So we'll watch and see if Buster still 3-shots at Janet. It was a really important thing in that interaction. When a brawler 3-shots another brawler, then that really amplifies how much it counters the other brawler. And for a long time, Buster 3-shot the Janet. I don't know if it's the case anymore. We'll either someone will correct me, or we'll just see it before our very eyes, because they're both going to be playing mid, most likely. Unless Diego Gamer rotates forward, that's the dynamic between RBM and Diego Gamer. Gonna get RBM's super and hypercharge. 3-shot without gadget. 3-shot with gadget. Suck him in, then 1-2. At close range. Okay, so Snoy also running the vision in the bushes. Seeing as they're playing into things that counter the shades really hard, there was really no point in running shades, so Snowy made the smart call. We'll see Memon go in for the jump. It's a trade. It's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Snowy has yet to get a super, by the way. But This is less about like Snoy playing poorly or something like that, and more about what simply picking Tara does for your team. Memon, they really thought Memon was going to get that stun, but wow, Doan gets it done the hard way anyway. In the backstage pass to get away, he would have preferred to get another couple gems, but he got out of the way just in time. Brief stun, but the Kit heals are just incredible. One more gem is enough for Doan to get away. Would love to have another. Luffy doesn't have a super. It could be close to one. Could be a jawbreaker. No, in fact, it is the healing candy. 10 seconds, and Janet can fly away, but she doesn't have all 10 gems. 5 seconds, she'll be invulnerable for the remainder of the countdown. And no countdown required. But she now has to push up, these other couple gems, has to push up. Not only to delay the push from Tribe Gaming, but also to get that super to stay even safer. Memon, mutual stun, huge Tara super, and it amounts to 1 kill. And why not pad your stats while you're at it, doing Team Electros, match point. Tribe Gaming looked like they've had control over the match off of set 1, but couldn't be further from the truth. Team Electros come back in 2-3 and now 4. Yeah, the TE team play is wonderful. There were a couple moments where it slipped. Couple Kit moments where it slipped. Kit trying to super onto Buster, and then, you know, Janet flying overhead. Early push in from Tribe Gaming. It's going to be the stun on the Memon. RBM gets a little damage, but Memon has the stun. So here it is. It's a pretty simple kill into Diego Gamer. What? Okay. That's all the pressure that Doan was exerting. RBM couldn't push up to save his teammate. Okay, bit of a delayed gadget there. Don't know what that was about. From Doan. Yeah, the spins, they're like, okay, whoops, my bad. And the solo on the left side actually goes opposite the way Doan was expecting. Diego Gamer survived that. And here comes the vision in all the bushes. Should be an opportunity for Luffy to get up in aggro, disrupt where all of those gym carriers reside. Memon's going to push this forward. No shot. Memon survives that. Snoy's still alive on the right side. 1, 2, 3 shot. Cycle out the super, and he has a hypercharge now, but no super to show for it. It's going to be another stun. Luffy nukes Memon in close range, and here's the hypercharge super. RBM, 1, 2 more gems, puts him at 10. And early destruction from Luffy onto Snoy means that he probably won't be able to get there in time with his hypercharge. Probably going to have to use it just to get there. Would be well advised to use it right now. Unless here comes the interruption from Doan. No, doesn't look like it. Nice play from Luffy. Really wonderful stuff. He stayed up and aggressive. And Snoy was in such a hurry that he didn't even check the bushes. Didn't even think that he might get 2-shot by Luffy. It kept Tribe Gaming safe from the threat of Tara's hypercharge. Match point part 2. Tribe Gaming could bring us to set 5. Now, isn't this familiar? Isn't this what we saw in the first half of a bracket reset? Nonetheless, Team Electros are 1 game away from winning the Supremacy League. Here comes the jump in. Memon got exactly what he wanted. Didn't want to stun Diego, just wanted to cycle his super. Snoy comes out profiting. Ooh, thought about getting those gems. Decided I would actually rather have Janet pick those up and me to get my super. It's a joint effort on the right side. Memon looks for more value. Got a couple of attacks in. Still going to need 1 more to get that super cycled back up. Vision for Sandy. No one is in those bushes. Oh, okay, and even Snoy backs up. But Memon, the lurking threat. Wanted vision on Diego Gamer. Team effort shuts him down. Team Electros and Tribe Gaming tied up on the gem counts, but hardly tied up on the positioning. RBM has a hyper and super. It's looking pretty solid for him. Going to be immune to the effects of Kit's super once Memon gets it. And it's closing in. 1-2 shots on Luffy is good enough. Ooh, missed the second one, I think. Tried to telegraph where he thought Luffy was moving. But this could be the move. If Doan gets a hypercharge and Memon's able to jump onto RBM, that could be it. Okay, hypercharge ready. Here it comes. The combo. Didn't even need it, in fact. Now nuke onto Diego. They just got to get Luffy. But they decide, no, we're going to fall back. We're going to hold on to control of the backmost bush, the one closest to our spawn. And actually, Tar has to retreat on the left side. Memon also in position for someone, but no one in existence. Here's a stun on Diego Gamer. Don't think that was intentional. Jump away, really hasty from Janet. Managed to escape the clutches of RBM. Very, very close game. Hypercharge ready for Snoy. Here it comes. Luffy can't get away. Huge wall break. Luffy's out of range. They can't deal with him, though. And it's all coming down to Duin. He won't be able to get this countdown interruption. It's curtains. 5 seconds to go. Team Electros, from the brink of victory, will be dragged into set 5 by Tribe Gaming. The match point denied. And the match that keeps on giving. Yeah, it was all over the place. It was everywhere. Quite something. Now, if you notice, I haven't stopped yapping this entire time, so I've not had a time to eat goldfish. So, maybe what I'm going to do, is I'm going to just mute up and have some goldfish. No, it's not another bracket reset. That's not happening. I'm guzzling the goldfish, bro. Привет. Minecraft, please? Yeah, you got it. Let's go back. After, of course, we visit some stats. Wait, what? Does that say O2? Well, that is not how it went. Because Team Electros actually got a game win in there and Tribe Gaming won the set. It was 2-1 in double swoosh. Team Electros, they fell short. I loved the team play. Loved the ingenuity of it. But Tara actually underperformed here. I think the idea was drag everyone into a Tara matchup and then play it from there, and they did. And Tara was, you know, kind of nerfed. The kit also fell short there towards the end. Unlucky. JK, they got outdrafted. And Tribe Gaming knew what to do. But it was by the skin of their teeth. We're back on Gold Arm Gulch to end things off once and for all. Declare a victor here in the Supremacy League. Memon is the greatest to touch this game, by the way. Are you sure about that? It's his first year in comp, bro. He's played 1 month. He's won 1 monthly final. Kit stunned the gym carrier to suicide. Tar pulls carry, support, and kills everyone. Yeah. Ooh, that was a pretty swift selection. I guess the bans were already in, however. Globert ban is something that we got to mind, by the way. Things that are available. Leon available. Crow available. Oh, wow. This one's quite quick. Pierce and Ollie. Again? All brawlers that we saw previously. In fact, it was Diego on the Pierce who got farmed for utility in the final round. I think it's just like a really early call because they've competed for a single month in BSC. Team Electros, what is your next selection? They have Meeple, which should be pretty solid. Not going to be too convincing versus overwhelming aggression, but Tribe Gaming will probably have to even out their comp. They've already gotten the Ollie. What is the BG? Couldn't tell you. And a Byron, just to keep that out of the clutches of Tribe Gaming. I don't think this does too much for Team Electros' comp. Like, it doesn't create one of the classic synergies in Brawl Stars. But it does compete with Pierce's range. It also takes away a useful tool from Tribe Gaming that they would want to use with Ollie to force him into position. And it's the Ziggy. And Ziggy should have good matchups against all of this because you don't have any wall break. It's a thrower versus all of this stuff. Now, if Team Electros can play intelligently along these sight lines, then it should be fine. They won't allow Tribe Gaming to get that close. But this is where Ollie comes in. Ollie's going to create the space and allow Ziggy to move up more aggressively. I personally like Tribe's composition as well. What concerns me, however, which is the case for any team that faces Team Electros, is will Team Electros out-execute them? It's the final set. No bracket reset, no second chances. Ooh, and the teleport forward to get early positioning from Luffy. This is one that they've experimented with, and they're putting it to test on the stage of the Supremacy League Grand Finals. There's nothing beyond this. Oh, and look at that Meeple super. Okay, or excuse me, Gadget. But Doin did not circle around the bottom side, interestingly. Should be serious damage versus RBM. Ugly Gadget there from RBM. Didn't go anywhere, though I saw the idea. No kills either side so far. Snowy's going to box once again. RBM stuck inside this time. No one to fully take advantage of it. Ooh, RBM! You gotta be kidding me. Is that enough damage to get rid of Mimmin? It is, and no one's there to follow up. Oh! But Duin can! But still, it's 1v3. Diego Gamer gets a takedown. The deterrent lured away. Team Electros only got a trade off of it. The rest of their roster was left exposed. Hypercharge ready for Byron, pressuring from the top. In fact, a threat from all sides. RBM gets the hypnosis on Snowy, but it was too aggressive. The rest of the team just was not there. A definite misplay by Ollie. You can see the fatigue starting to set in because making errors like this is uncharacteristic of Tribe Gaming. The same goes for Team Electros. (2v2), some serious damage, but it was seen from a mile away by Ziggy. Mimmin's going to get pressure in the bottom left. Not the greatest super in the world, Diego Gamer. Oh, but it's a trade thanks to the positioning of that water. 1v1. Ziggy should win this versus Mimmin. Mimmin, if he has better dodges, should take it. The places to hide behind are dwindling. Luffy needs that super. Oh, he's got to be one shot away. Got to make it count. No, he's 2 shots away. There it is, and he gets it! Oh, so wonderful. Okay. I guess we're not watching the game win. We'll go straight back to draft. We're capturing the final moments. Could this be Tribe Gaming getting the victory? It's the grand finals. It's match point. Tribe Gaming with the early aggression. Once again with Luffy's teleport. Nothing changed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Team Electros on the right side. You'll see. Oh, what? Oh, a total misplay for RBM. That should have been a complete gimme with the hypnosis. And Luffy would have been able to put the hurt on him. Well, because of that, Tribe Gaming have fallen back. Ooh, and do they know that RT has the super? Okay, well, they do now. RT staying just out of range. Playing mind games with RBM. Look how close I am. Look how just out of range. Diego Gamer now boxed. It's an opportunity for someone to move in if they want to pinch Luffy. Double hypnosis. RT moves in. RBM has no way out of here. Just into the poison. And there you go. It's round 1 for Team Electros. Tribe Gaming missed some crucial abilities. They just, like, whiffed, basically. And had to fall back into their spawn. But look what they have to show for their efforts. 3 supers. Compare that against Team Electros is 0. If they keep, if they keep taking damage, that is going to change. Some disruption of the bushes. RBM's not too happy about that because he can't sneakily get into the left side anymore. Lets Byron take a deep breath. RBM's going to try and force his way through. Wants that gadget on Mimmin. No impact. Okay. And the finishing move from Diego Gamer is fine. I was about to say this has been massively disappointing for RBM. There's a trade. Luffy taken down. But Meeple was also traded. So now RT has just to play for his hypercharge and to not give RBM a super. No one's going to give it to him for free. Everyone's just out of range. They're waiting for him to get impatient. It's just not happening. Team Electros know they're going to round 3. They just want the super. The RT hypercharge. Oh, but he just can't seem to find his mark. 1, 2, that's fine. RBM is maybe halfway to his super. What up, 12ers? Oh, thanks for the prime, dude. You're goated. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy those emotes. in your badge. Chat, let's focus in. Tribe Gaming is 1 round away from taking the Supremacy League. They were taken down in the upper bracket. The bracket was reset. They're already getting pummeled here in set number 5, but they have the advantage. It's still just 1 round that they need, but they've lost Luffy. They lose RBM immediately after, and here comes the RT Hypercharge to add insult to injury. Double match point, and this one's for all of the marbles. Tribe Gaming graced through the upper bracket. They didn't lose a single match. Meanwhile, Team Electros lost 1 in the upper bracket. Went down to the lowers to fight in the pits for their right to compete in the grand finals, and here we are. Many matches, a bracket reset later, 1 game to decide it all. And it's knockout, baby. 1 life per round. Make a misstep, and this life might just be your last. Early game interactions, nothing too aggressive. Luffy did gain positioning like before. Huge move from Duin. That's a takedown for Diego Gamer. They've lost to RT, 2v3. Tribe Gaming in the lead. Mentality for Team Electros has got to be a little stressed right now. In this 2v3, they just want utility. Luffy not a very useful brawler to trap because he can still attack over walls. Not a huge advantage. What Min Min wants here is a super. That is his kill confirm. That is how he will take down a Ziggy or Diego Gamer. Look at the value from Diego Gamer. Hit 2 and basically 1 shot on the Byron. That is round number 1. 1 to go. Tribe Gaming in the driver's seat. And Team Electros with a new strat. Same goes for Tribe Gaming. Luffy plays super aggro once again, locked inside. This is a moment for Duin, but he's caught inside of the super. It was a trap laid by Luffy, but even he will get traded out. Snoy now needs to kill into RBM. RBM could not pursue the Byron. Falls back to heal. Snoy wants to shoot through these walls. Diego Gamer gonna body block. Snoy now circling around the bottom side, gonna be impacted by this Pierce. That's a kill onto RBM. It's 2v1. Folks, it looks like we're going to the 3rd round of Knockout. There are hardly any ties in Knockout. It's possible, but super unlikely. A box on a Diego Gamer blocks him out on the bottom left side. 1 Pierce versus a Meeple and a Byron. A fair matchup for him at range, and an unfair matchup when it comes to shooting through walls. Even though Pierce can innately pierce through those walls. It's in his name after all. This round was done as soon as it was unequal on both sides. Diego, RBM, Luffy, Doin, Min, and Snoy. You each have 1 life. This is all you get to win the Supremacy League. You better make it count. The aggression from Team Electros out the gates forces Tribe Gaming into the back lines. Not quite the trap that Meeple was hoping for. Can still shoot through these walls. It's a big one. Going to be serious damage for Duin. Tribe Gaming all behind this center obstacle. Bad positioning. Only a few corridors to get out of here. And every single lane has an occupant. Someone's got to get an early game pick, otherwise it's curtains. Snoy has the hypercharge. A super would add so much value to this, and now the poison's forcing everyone out. This looks like it's the end of days. Diego Gamer trapped in the smoke chamber. Luffy from this left side, but RBM trades out for a kill. It's 1 for Snoy, and the hypercharge super is here. 1 moment to win it all. Doin and Snoy pressuring in, and RBM needs to make the move of a lifetime. No super, no utility, no range, no HP, and that's it. Team Electros are your champions of the Supremacy League through the bottom side of the bracket, up to the uppers, and 2 victories in a row versus Tribe Gaming, both in set number 5. What a marathon, but it doesn't get more deserved than that. Your Season 2 Supremacy League champions are Team Electros, the new kids on the block, with plenty of fire behind those eyes. Let's take a look back at the bracket. And yes, it's a bracket reset. Have you ever seen a 5 and 6? Ugh. Yeah, best of 11 in your dreams. Let's walk through the journey of Team Electros to get here. They started off versus Zeus, went to set 5 there, and took a 3-1 victory over Vatic. Then to Tribe, they fell 2-3. That sent them down to the bottom side of the bracket, where they had to take down FA Bobby, 3-0 style, by the way, to earn the right back up to the grand final. And they did not disappoint. Went to set 5 3 times in a row versus Tribe Gaming. Folks, if you enjoyed watching the rivalry between Elevate and Tribe last year, I think you are going to love Team Electros versus Tribe.
Virus aquí.
What am I hearing right now?
El fundador de Gusco. Bueno, quería
Who's talking?
agradecer a todos por
Why am I hearing someone speak
el apoyo a la
Spanish?
competencia. Además de los problemas que tuvimos en
Who is that?
Hoy fue un gran día. Tuvimos 3 partidos
Okay.
3-2 junto con
Can someone confirm that they're hearing this? I want to make sure it's not just the voices.
Gracias a todo el apoyo de vos, ya tenemos más de
Okay, well, I guess while that goes on, we are just watching the clean feed after all. It sounds like Luffy. Yeah, it did, but, you know, I don't know. I guess they had to interview someone, right? Someone that spoke Spanish. Sounds like Diego? I couldn't tell, man. It's Spanish. I don't know who it is. Wow. What a day, dude, and what a long one as well. We started at 6. It's now about 4 hours later. So we're a little bit over schedule, but it's just fine. Is it from Knockout Stream? Yeah, it is. It is. Mimin is better than Guesty 10x. I don't know, but this is why we have lands, everyone. This is why we have the Brawl Cup coming up. Who are your favorites to go to the Brawl Cup? I do want to know. But we'll get to see them duke it out. Hopefully will we get to see NA Guesty and EU Guesty. NA Guesty and EU Mimin? Maybe? I don't know. Pick your favorite, because TE is a full team of fresh talent. Current Mimin greater than Prime Tempo, low diff. Well, this is why we have international competitions. This is why we have lands. I don't know if you heard that in the background. People are getting excited in the background. W Stream, thank you so much. Probably wouldn't see in the finals if I didn't stream. So thank you, Ultimate Boss, for tuning in. And let me go over to YouTube also, because I never say hi to YouTube. I'm like, sorry, YouTube crowd, but I'm starting off on YouTube. I haven't streamed there too much, and I haven't interacted with y'all very much either. So here, let me go back to my YouTube chat. Hello, YouTube chat. Hang on, it's loading so I can see y'all stuff. I was here. It's true, chat. Dude, TE, what a run. What a run. Hello, YouTube chat. I'm just gonna say hi to you guys before I hop off for the day. I got you, Joao. When do Brawl Cup matches start? If you want to see Road to Brawl Cup, that's going to be in 6 hours. Same place. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. It's going to be on Twitch. And that's where you find it. Yeah. Happy birthday in advance. Thank you. Thank you so much, old monkey. Yeah, can you believe it? Ugh. I'm going to be 26 in 2 hours. That's weird, man. That's weird. 26-year-old in Brawl Stars? Ugh. Unk. I was Unk, what, like a year ago? I think 24 is still young. It's always 2 years before the age you are, isn't it? You're 26? I'll be joining you in the club, man. I'll be joining you. Start uploading, Traveler. Okay, okay. For the YouTube crowd, this is a directive to you guys. Also, holy crap. I've gained a lot of subscribers during this stream, so thank you everyone for subscribing. I'm noticing 200 subscribers gained in like the last couple of hours, so that's absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Now, for both Twitch and YouTube, I want you to know that I'm currently working on a video about the Bobby and Elevate situation. It's going to be like a delivery effects. Hopefully it's an entertaining watch. And I think this is a situation that everyone would be pretty interested in. So I hope you guys on Twitch, you better go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to put !YouTube in the chat so you can see it. And if you're on YouTube, you got to make sure you subscribe now. And I don't know, ring the notification bell or whatever freaking YouTubers say. I don't know. I'm a streamer. I'm not a YouTuber, but I'll make a video anyway. Sound good? Okay. I will see you guys very, very soon. I expect to see you there in 6 hours. The Road to Brawl Cup, it's only day 1 of the playoffs. Then, after that, it's going to be, break of about a day. we're going to load it up again with the finals for the Road to Brawl Cup. We'll find out who between South Asia, aka India, and Southeast Asia is going to be representing the SESA region at the Brawl Cup. Immediately after that, it's going to be the North American monthly qualifiers. We're going to be watching day 2. I would love to do EMEA, but I don't have the energy to stream that much. So probably in future months, I'll get to do those back-to-back. But for now, you'll catch NA monthly quals. And yes, there is drafting. Yes, there is production. So you'll love it. Sound good, everyone? Oh, we should raid Bobby. Okay, let's see. Twitch.tv/BobbyBS. I'm sure you have a lot of questions for him with everything going on. I've gotten you all curious now, haven't I? Let's see. Your average Texan, that's right. He's actually living not too far from here. So, who knows? Maybe I'll get to see him at some point. Okay, let's get a raid. Raid Bobby BS. And for the YouTube folks, I guess you'll be able to, I don't know, look up his YouTube channel. I don't know how to raid on YouTube. Thanks, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow, or in 6 hours, for the Road to Brawl Cup. See y'all later. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Also, it's my birthday tomorrow, so come wish me a happy birthday because the world revolves around me, and I want you to wish me a happy birthday. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye.